Hello guys, how are we doing?
Is anyone there?
Yeah.
Is it working? Is the most important thing. Yeah, it's better. Don't forget guys, this is week 1. We've done a bit of testing, but we're just making sure there's no bugs in the system before we crack on. Dries is there, hey buddy.
How are we doing?
Dries is a pal of mine from Guild Ball.
Okay, cool. Hey Mark.
Mark's in as well. Dries always comes from across the pond, brings some rather amazing Belgian beer with him and Belgian chocolate.
Right, cool.
Hoping he's going to be at Vengeance this year. Hey
So,
Mark.
Mark, where are you from, Mark? You're not from the Hobbit community, I don't recognise your name. What games do you play, bud?
What we're going to do is we're going to give it first 5 minutes, let you lot just get in, say hello, and then we'll start chatting about what this stream's going to be about, the topics we're going to cover, what we want to chat to you guys about, and we'll take it from there. This is episode 1, so we are very much going to wing it. Sadly not. Dries has just ruined my evening. We'll have to make sure we hit each other at the WTRC or something soon, my friend.
Hey Sam Parker, how you doing, buddy? You're from Blackjacks. That's a cool group.
I think Sam is actually Andy's son, who he did the Vanguard video of. Is that right, bud? Which was a great video, by the way.
Right, okay.
Go and check out Blackjack Legacy. They've done some excellent Vanguard content. They saw me on it.
Yeah.
And I think Sam was in the bat rep with Andy at the end, which was good.
Is that the same Sam?
I think so.
Right, cool. Well, we're going to be doing
Oh, no, sorry. I thought the Blackjack Legacy was Sam. Maybe not.
Right, okay.
We shall see.
Well, we'll be doing some Vanguard soon, anyway.
We're looking forward to it coming out, aren't we?
Yeah, it's going to be good.
Yeah.
What am I doing? Northern Alliance?
You're going to take the Northern Alliance.
Yeah.
Sam's going to take the Abyssals.
Yes.
I'm taking the rest because I'm greedy.
And how many is it?
There's 4. But you
Right.
can use any Kings of War army. You can basically build a list from the 16 factions. But the ones that have been dedicated for Kings of War have more options, and they come with the Vanguard unit cards and stuff.
What size board is it on?
3x3.
Oh, that's
We're
good.
prepped for it.
Yeah, that's good.
Me and Andy from Weight of Fire are planning on doing a game on the Bree board, which we think would be super cool. Glenn Seymour, we know Glenn, Mishaws, Crow and Finnegan. You mean Finnegan and Crow, right?
No, it doesn't. He's got it perfectly right there, mate.
Oh, okay.
Perfectly right. Yeah, how you doing, Glenn? Good to see you again, pal.
It's good to see you all in.
So this, as most of you know, we've been following the links and the posts we've been putting on. We've not actually got a name for this show. So throughout the show, we're going to be asking people for ideas for a name. And if there's anything that really grabs us that we like, we're probably going to put a few in a hat and pick one out. I'll be supporting the Northern Alliance. Good man, good man.
You get plenty of content from us, but just to reiterate what Steve says, this is episode 1. We wanted it to be a bit free and easy. If you guys don't know us, you get to see how boring we are. And we want to come up with a name for this show, and we want to hear some suggestions of future themed topics for shows. T&G Productions are in Who's That in the Hat? It's a wannabe Fred Durst, as I get told quite a lot in this hat. Cheers, Tom.
Pinky and the Brain. Well, you're Pinky.
Hang on. I knew that was coming. That's what's under the hat, it's the brain.
That's Pinky, right?
Yeah. Dad jokes. Expect lots of dad jokes for the next 2 hours.
So just to clarify, is
Paul.
sound and everything? Does
Hey
it
Paul,
sound
sorry
good?
buddy, I thought it was Tom because of the WhatsApp chat. Good to see you, man.
Thought it was Tom because of the insult.
Yeah.
So is the sound okay, guys? It's not too loud, it's not too quiet. If you can let us know, that'd be awesome. I think we've got 10 people in at the moment, which is cool. We were expecting like 2 for our first show. For our first show.
10 people willing to the look. 10 people willing to give up their evening watching us too. Sounds fine here. Wicked. Sound is all good. Benji B.
B. How you doing, brother?
That's quite cool to say.
Benji
B. SBG.
He's done that on purpose though.
Yeah.
It took him 3 weeks to come up with that name.
Is that Ben?
That's Ben, yeah.
Is that Ben Bowles?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh mate, that name is shocking, my friend. But I'm also secretly jealous. It sounds quite cool.
So anyone who's seen any other videos on the channel, Benji B is Ben, who's been on a couple of videos with myself, and no doubt he'll be on more videos.
You did a Lord of the Rings back rep, right?
We've done a few bits and bobs. Yeah, he's done the campaign initial video that we did, and yeah, he's done a few back reps and stuff. So yeah, so that's all good. So Benji B, seeing as you've got such an awesome YouTube name, have you thought of any names for our show?
What we're going to call this, because I kind of named it Top Table Live because it just is simple and it's kind of sticking. So we need a cool name for this show. I'm sure you lot are going to slip in some sly insults while they're trying to name it.
Yeah, some really corny names.
Usually at me, but that's fine.
Yeah, because I'm like really active on the Lord of the Rings groups. We've got a lot of ideas that were sort of based around Tolkien and Lord of the Rings, which is cool. There was a lot of cool names in there, but this isn't just a Lord of the Rings channel. It
certainly looks like one at the moment.
It does look like one at the moment.
Very hyped with the Pelennor Fields release, and obviously it's a game me and Steve have probably played the most of in our gaming kind of lives, if you will.
Pretty much, you could say that 99.99% of my gaming time is Lord of the Rings.
I gave you a Guild Ball demo once, that counts.
Twice.
And
I beat you both times.
You gotta let it. You always let someone win in a demo, that's my excuse,
so what's
right?
your excuse for the second time?
Beginner's luck. You did smash me actually. I was fuming because I thought it was good.
I do want to play Guild Ball again. I wouldn't have a clue now, so you will have to teach me again. But no, I'm looking forward to that. That'd be good.
So as Steve's alluded to, he came from kind of primarily the Hobbit. I play everything. I love toy soldiers. I'm like probably a lot of you watching. I will buy any toy soldiers that I can get my hands on. I've played a hell of a lot of Guild Ball over the years. Obviously, a lot of people know I used to work for Steamforged as well.
And you run a little tournament in Guild Ball?
I run a baby one.
Little one. Vengeance.
Update is going out today as well. But I run Vengeance every year, which is 128 man Guild Ball. No longer the world's biggest because Steve Herc, the WTC, and Kim did about 140. And I reckon he's either listening to this and smiling, or I've got a feeling he's in it.
Is it?
He has commented on the stream thread. But yeah, so I've got a long experience of Guild Ball. Also, we met through Lord of the Rings, and I will play anything else in between.
Yeah.
So that's me. And then maybe a bit about Top Table. So Top Table began, was it 3-4 years ago?
I think it's close to 4.
It's got to be pushing.
It's close to 4. It was how long has Guild Ball been around?
4 years. Going into season.
Well, it's 4 years then because it was just before that, and then you went all
Guild
Ball.
But it wasn't originally a YouTube channel, was it? It was going to be something very different.
Yes. There's been.
Oh, we talked about
There's been occasions when it was supposed to be a lot of things.
Yeah. But me and Steve kind of created the name Top Table because we were potentially looking at setting up like a gaming club, gaming group, retail thing.
Yeah.
Didn't pan out, and then we both kind of separated a little bit and did content creation for Lord of the Rings and Guild Ball respectively. And then we came back, and now the dream is to produce a lot of multi-system stuff. So, also guys, make sure, I'm going to have to address that, Anna. Make sure you guys are letting us know what games you want to see us cover. And
Hi Oscar.
Hi Oscar, my boy is watching.
Hello.
So, what I've done is I've lied to my son, and I'm a bad parent because I've told him I'm on TV tonight.
Yes.
But what I'm actually doing is I'm sat talking about toy soldiers with other grown men, but let's not ruin the illusion. Hi Oscar!
It could be worse, you could be in the pub, mate.
It could be.
You could be in the pub spending all the rent money, you know what I mean? It's not the worst thing in the world.
Yeah, I wouldn't get away with that. Dries, how about At the Table with Stephen Jets? Not bad, I like that one. That's pretty solid. And Gavin Butler says, howdy, watching from work, don't tell a soul. You kind of just did.
Yeah, you've just told the internet, Gavin.
And I'm pretty sure your boss isn't one of the 15 people watching. If he is, I'll take it on the chin.
How funny would it be if it said, this is Gavin's boss, you are fired.
Here's your P45, bye-bye. But cheers for checking us out, Gavin. Let us know, all you guys who are jumping in the comments, it's much appreciated. Let us know what games you play, what sort of stuff you want to see. We want this one to just be a pretty relaxed chat.
Well, you know what's be really cool? Because there is quite a few names that I don't recognise. Why don't you put who you are, where you're from, like UK, US, whatever, and a couple of systems that you mainly play. Yeah. Give us an idea of where you're at and what you're up to.
We'd love this to become a cool little community of people who probably wouldn't have met otherwise, coming together on a Wednesday evening and all chatting while we're painting or doing hobby and stuff like that. Gavin Seymour. Instead of riddles in the dark, how about waffling in the dark?
That's Glenn Seymour.
Oh, Glenn Seymour, yeah, sorry.
You do that. I'm gonna put an example post up in the chat.
That's cool.
Of what we want you guys to post, and then sort of copy it.
So Glenn Seymour, instead of riddles in the dark, how about waffling in the dark? That is pretty true. Kill that, because that'll loot. Dries, are you going to be at SteamCon UK? Up in the air, my friend. It's more of a no than a yes right now, but never say never. And we got Mark Barrington at the table. Sounds good. At the table does sound good. Could be at the top table to encourage the YouTube channel name, maybe. Let us know what you think. Yeah, naming this is tough. Top Table Live, I kind of like it now, but if you guys can give us something cool that you've had input in, that would be way better. It's amazing to see 15 people. So we had a chat just before this started, and we're like, how many people are going to jump in? And I was like, maybe 10, 15. So the fact 15 of you are watching year one is incredible. Gavin Butler, arse end of Ireland, only play Middle Earth SPG at the moment.
Go on, son.
Go on, lad. Good job. What armies do you play in SPG, mate? Steve, that's Manchester, UK, Hobbit, Kill Team, 40k Frostgrave, but he's yet to play a game. Kill Team, 40k on Frostgrave.
I've played Kill Team, and I've had a demo of 40k from my mate Matt Woods, so it's legit. But if you see that post that I posted up as Top Table Gaming, if you've not spoken to us before or you're new to this, just pop something like that up, and we've got an idea of what to talk to you about, basically. Palantir is already taken.
Palantir is already taken.
Yeah. We could be called the Palantir, though.
I think, yeah. Benji B, I'm liking Top Table Live.
Top Table Live's got a nice
Do you
know what I like as well? I thought of it today. Wednesday Night Live.
No.
Instead of, what is it, Saturday Night Live? Because you look a bit like James Corden.
Oh, come on. How long have you had that written on your arm? You can wash it off now.
That's a crack of that.
Chris Hales is in. Chris is an absolute legend. He paints my Wawa Stexer stuff. He actually paints all my stuff because I'm a bit lazy. Chris, you're a dude. Good to see you today as well. Hey chaps, should my bud Jim, another friend, local person, where's he gone? Bite the bullet and get an Iron Hills. Yes, you should. Yes. Jim, you will love them because I've heard you've got an ability to roll sixes like no other. They just don't die. You'll play the attrition game.
They're awesome.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Mark Berraclough is from Windsor. Walking Dead, Underworld, Dreadball, and many board games.
Nice.
Underworld. Do you play Underworld?
Shakespeare. Or Nightvault now, as it's called. Yeah. They changed the name. How are you finding the new Nightvault stuff? We've not had a chance to say it. Blackjack Legacy is in Evening On. Now, I do want to take a minute. We've been chatting about doing this for a while.
Yeah.
And it is your stream, buddy, that actually inspired us to take the plunge. Like, we're both big fans. And we love what you're doing, so keep it up. Everybody watching, make sure you check out Blackjack Legacy on all his social media channels. Feel free to stick them in, Andy, and check him out on a Monday night. It's well worth a watch.
Yeah, it's definitely worth it. It's cool. It's good to have you in, mate. Quinn says, ooh, Corden burn.
Quinn's in the house. Good. Dries, Belgium. I play Guild Ball, Shadespire, AOS, and he's getting his Iron Hills for SPG underway. Good man, Dries. Did not know you were getting into SPG. I love it, my friend, which is awesome. Chris Hales puts a big old smiley face. Good stuff.
I'm just going to close that down.
Jay and Steve's top table takeaways. Now, Steve's going to make a Jay and takeaway joke right now, aren't you, Steve?
No, I'm not going to say anything. We have just had a
Your face is saying it all. We got Chris from Essex, West Exodus, plus a few viewing games. Chris is a wicked dude. He works for War Cradle. We had plenty of time chatting last week in the Top Table Gaming Live. Good to have you in, bud. Feel free to throw some West Exodus stuff in.
So it's Chris's fault that all my Hobbit SPG shelves are filled with cowboys and stuff.
And it is. Go and check out West Exodus. I can't get enough of that game.
It is a cool game.
Blackjack. Thank you, gents. Looking forward to catching up at the weekend. Got you on while I'm prepping dinner. Well, us too, mate. We're obviously based at Element Games, and it is the Mantic Invasion this weekend, so it's Clash of Kings, a huge Kings of War tournament. I'm not playing myself, but Andy's coming, my friend Martin from Mantic, so I'm like, yeah, I'm going to come down and have a pint with those guys. Steve Herc from the WTC, who we mentioned, is in. Yep. Another Belgian, Warhammer, Iron Jaws. Good man. Good to have you here, Steve.
Joe Holzman, I know Joe from the tournament scene. Currently plays Middle Earth SPG, but have several other game starter boxes I'm planning on jumping into at some point. Join the club. I've got starter boxes all over the studio that you can't see.
So when we moved into the studio, you can't see this, we should do a bit of a studio tour video at some point.
One day.
We bought what we thought would be enough shelving and storage for them to move all our hobby stuff here. Not even close.
We need another studio.
Green Tree. Sorry lads, I was at McDonald's buying a big bag of poison. Any chance you can start from the beginning? No. Do we know you, Green Tree?
We've had this conversation before. Green Tree, who are you again? Remind me. Everyone's got nicknames. I'm shocking with names as it is. Chris Pond.
He's put we've just been chatting about him from War Cradle.
Right, okay.
He's put a cowboy emoji, which is cool. What are you working on for WoW West Exodus, Chris? I don't mean in the studio, I mean what you're painting yourself. Let's have a chat.
I remember that.
And then Glyn Seymour, you are from the middle of nowhere in Northern Ireland.
Yeah, I had this
Isn't everyone from Northern Ireland in the middle of nowhere?
I think I had a conversation with Glyn about, I remember asking him where he was from on the live stream I did from Man Cave.
Yep.
And I was trying to convince him to get, make the effort to get to some events, even though it is a bit of a trek for him. You wouldn't, I've said it a million times already, you won't regret it, mate. It's something that's not to be missed.
The Hobbit, or should I say Middle Earth now, SBG community is close to unrivaled, and I've stopped playing a lot, but I go to more events and spectate and to catch up with like lifelong friends I've made over the last couple of years at those events than I do play, because it's just well worth it, and they're all a lovely bunch of people. I learnt the game at a tournament. I've played like 2 games previous, jumped in, everyone's super friendly, welcoming, but I think you can say that for most war games these days.
Yeah, I think, I agree, because we're based here, I see a lot of events going on. Most weekends when we pop into film, there's an event going on at Element Games, there always is. They always look like a lot of fun. But one thing that I will say about the Middle Earth community is, when you go, it's not just in the day and you're gaming. Everyone goes out together at the night. You could have like 40, 50 people in a curry house, and you go out after that drinking or partying. Everyone sits together.
What about the classic 100 of us in Amici's, an Italian restaurant / nightclub? Yes, that is a thing.
Karaoke bar.
Oh man, Slashy and Mally causing trouble.
Yeah, they were some of the best nights, and it's a shame that place isn't open anymore. But no doubt we'll find another haunt to invade.
Chris Pond, I've just put the Infernal Investigations together. This won't mean anything to you, mate. So they're ready, but I've been looking at doing a big Viridian Clay posse. I really want to do a Watchers posse as well. It's super cool, and I don't think you see enough of it. So make sure you keep us up to date with that, Chris.
Glyn's telling us his games. So he's got Middle Earth SPG, Bot Action, Nightbolt, Test of Honor, Kill Team, Infinity.
Tell us more about Test of Honor.
I don't know the Samurai one.
I think so, but I think the models are on like large circular bases, and you have like 5 per.
Right.
Maybe I'm wrong. Let us know, Glyn. It's a game I hear a lot about, but I've not actually put the time in to look into, shamefully.
So what kind of, I know, like we've mentioned before, at the minute, a lot of the content has been Middle Earth based, and that's probably mainly because it's my fault, but hey ho. What would you like to see? I'm currently in the process of learning Kill Team, as Andy from Blackjack knows, because I set a challenge ages ago and I've not done anything with Kill Team since. So Kill Team 40k. You're playing Wild West Exodus.
I can't get enough. I've got a load of Wild West Exodus in the can ready to edit. Absolutely love what Steve's actually asked this question. What am I playing at the moment? I'm Wild West Exodus crazy at the moment. I've played the Game of Thrones card game for a couple of years. That's kind of like my fallback when I've only got like 30 minutes and I can meet Matt Woods, which is cool. I'm going to be going super heavy into Vanguard because Fantasy Skirmish is my jam. But I will play anything. Like I will literally play anything. For me, I just want to play with a dude across the table and roll some dice and have a laugh. What else we got? Everyone's keeping us so busy.
Mark Berraclough is saying, do you guys have a Facebook group? Yes. Search Top Table Gaming Community on Facebook and you'll find us. If you send a request, we'll accept you in.
Make sure you all head over there because we've got slight tech difficulties. We won't be doing it this week. But we've created a thread for the stream and you guys can post what you're working on in there. This week we're going to chat about it, but from next week we'll be pulling that up on screen and being able, you guys can really get involved with each other and show off the images and things like that, which I think is a good feature. And that kind of, for people who are just tuning in, make sure you let us know if there's anything you want to see in this stream that we could add as a cool feature. If you guys think of it, we'll make sure we add it, which is awesome.
Frederick is saying, just tuned in, what did I miss? You've not missed anything except two English blokes talking nonsense pretty much for the last 10-15 minutes, so don't worry about
that. Mate, my surname's Finnegan, I'm Irish.
I'm Irish as well, but...
That's true. So Glyn, the units are 3 miniatures per base. I thought so. Samurai and Cavalry are single. That's cool.
Right, that's cool.
Alternate activations, with Samurai getting 2 per... okay. Benji B, SVG. Jay, have you ever played D&D?
He's mad for getting into D&D.
Is he?
He texted me about it the other day.
Really?
Yeah. Ben, just take the plunge. Take the plunge.
If you want to dress up as a halfling, mate, you do it, alright?
You want to stand in the middle of the dressed as a wizard.
I've never done D&D in its raw form. I've only done one kind of role-playing group, and that was for a lot of you in here will know Murtal or Yggdrasil or James Baldwin to a lot of us. He is also the creator. You guys are killing me there. He's also the creator of the Drowned Earth Miniatures game, which we've covered a little bit. Make sure you check it out. But when he was writing the miniatures game, me and Jamie Giblin and a few others, we actually role played the Fluff in the World. So that's the only role play I've done, but I've never done D&D, but I believe Altrincham Gaming Club has a pretty active community for that.
The lads at Altrincham on a Tuesday do it. I've sat in a couple of times, Ben, because obviously, as you know, I was like helped set the Altrincham Gaming Club up, and I've sat in a few times. It seems like a lot of fun, it's just not my bag. I'd end up just messing about and ruining it for everybody else if I was in there. But it seems fun.
When will Jay ever get a matching badass sleeve? I mean, if you give me 20 minutes and a biro, I could probably do something better than that on his arm. It's fine. And then we got Dries. Don't know if Bob will show up. Oh god, that's give you both matching. So when me and Chris used to do a sit and talk show on GBI, Bob the Builder, beautiful guy, amazing. He used to always ask if we were wearing matching underwear.
All right.
So that may come up. God, I forgot about that.
I haven't got underwear on.
Oh dear. Steve wants to see Jay as an elf. I'm a bit round for an elf. I'm probably going to pull off a dwarf a little bit easier, Steve. And Quinn is currently filling out a D&D character sheet. That's cool.
Yeah, Quinn plays. Quinn plays Altrincham on a Tuesday night D&D, so he's your man there. If you're really keen to do it, I know you are, I can tell.
TNG, we can both chat in TNG, so that means we've got both Tom and Paul in. Cheers for watching, buddies. Make sure you guys go and check out TNG Productions on YouTube. They have some very well-edited, high-quality content for Guild Ball and lots of Mantic systems.
Ben says that's what I do at the weekend. So standing in Asda in a Gandalf outfit.
Don't we all?
Standard, isn't it?
Yeah.
LARP is like
live action roleplay. So that's where you kind of dress up.
So that he's skipping around the field with rubber ears on. So that's like
people tend to like go away on a Friday and you get in character, you dress up, you take like primitive stuff that they'd have had and you go and kind of live for a few days and have battles and stuff.
I still don't think
JP on my Facebook does a lot of that. It looks like he has fun.
Yeah, I don't think I'd just mess about.
You're far too mank to do that.
I would just mess about. I get angry at paintball when you shoot someone and they don't die.
Are you like telling the referee he's not doing it? TD, oh dear, we'll have to sign each chat then, Tom.
How much was Legion? It's in the, I seen that today.
It's like 49 quid. Do you know what? Legion is great. Tom and Paul, I think you both know this. I battered it when it came out, like I do with anything.
It's still got loads of
it. It is. I can see my ATST from it. It's a great fun game. I'd actually be now tempted to stick my toe back in now. We've got units outside the core set because there's now different commanders. You can get Han Solo and Leia now, and Boba Fett and General Veers, and there's a couple of extra units. So if you guys, I think I'm actually going to go up there next week and play some games. If you want me to bring me stuff, we can bust out a demo and have some fun.
Is it 50 quid for that starter set now?
It is. There's a lot in it as well.
I think just for the models alone, that's worth.
Yeah, the Star Wars Legion starter set, which I think is 90 quid RRP, is like 50 quid at the moment. Tabletop Oddity. Another cool channel, actually does a lot of Legion content. Will you be playing any more Legion? Yes, I think I may give it a bash at some point. We've got Matt who works here at Element Games and who's a bit of a Star Wars nut. I reckon I can rope him in. Dries says Wookiees.
They've just come out, haven't they? Because I keep seeing the posts.
They're not out yet.
Oh, they're not out yet.
They've previewed them. No, they've just done like scout troops and stuff.
Okay.
Glenn Seymour, I see you're a recent convert to the Balrog, Steve.
Yes.
I tell you who isn't a recent convert to the Balrog.
No, for some people might not watch it.
Anyway, Blackjack Legacy, TNG, I really like it but suffered from lack of options. Now, Andy is kind of mirroring what I said. We've now got the options in 3 commanders and stuff. There you go. Cheers, Tabletop Oddity. Wookiees probably late Feb. You guys are all bringing it up. If you want some
it sounds like people watch
Star Wars Legion content, go and check out Tabletop Oddity. He is slaying it with that stuff. Not Feb, November, sorry. Actually, don't check it out. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Clearly, do not watch his channel. Boycott it at all costs. Oh, good stuff.
So, when I said I wanted to play that when it first came out, you went mad at Epics on that show and Sean, and we just never got around to it. At that time, we were setting up the studio.
We were.
And it was just crazy busy.
Any thoughts on the recently announced Assassin's Creed game? Any gaming franchise you'd like to see on the tabletop? So, I don't know. I've not seen much about the Assassin's Creed game. I don't know, but I did see Paul as an Assassin's Creed not in the group I've got with TNG lose his mind. Feel free someone to link it. I'll check it out after the show. We'll chat about it next week. Gaming franchises I'd love to see on the tabletop. That's a really good subject. I actually reckon that's one we stick a pin in, and that could be an episode.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be a future episode, Tom. So we're going to. I'm actually going to unprofessionally grab my phone and make a note of that one, pal, because I like that a lot.
Coronation Street.
Coronation Street, the miniatures game. Yes.
Bar brawls outside the Rover's Return.
That's it. Over Betty's Hot Pot. We're being very northern now. We apologise. Franchises you'd like to see. Thank you for that, Tom. We're going to bank that one as a future episode.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Good man. Watch the Moria versus Khazad-dûm, guys. Cheeky plug. Yeah, that's the Batrac released for Middle-earth SBG, showing off the Balrog, which is one of the big, not fearsome new monsters of the edition, but he definitely feels it with the changes, right?
He's always been big, but up until the release of the new rules set, he was always overcosted for what he does. Even though he was still good, he was overcosted, and now he's come down in cost, and he's got extra special rules that are just like insane, and he's awesome.
He is good.
He's awesome.
He is super good.
But check out that Batrec. It's a good Batrec. So if you don't play Lord of the Rings and you're not really sure what it's all about, go and check out one of the Lord of the Rings Batrecs and have a look. And you never know, you might be tempted.
I'm listening to this in the gym. Better get the better than the acid house. So keep going. You've known me long enough to know I can waffle for ages, Paul. So you sit down and listen. Sit on the mics and just like set it to level 1 and just let your feet floating like I do, which is why I'm ripped.
Yeah.
I appreciate you actually tuning in while you're at the gym, mate. That's some dedication, so I appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
What a legend. You met Paul down at Altrincham when we were playing Dead Zone,
Yeah.
Dead Zone was well good fun. I got a tactical draw in the last activation of the game. Which was cool. Favourite nerf profile? And favourite improved profile?
Favourite nerfs?
My favourite improved profile is Gullivar. So go and check out Gullivar in our Angmar review, which we did live on Sunday, and that's not a shameless plug, because you'll see how excited I got when we went through the profile.
My favourite improved is Elisar, Aragorn King.
Yep.
And my favourite nerfed, or why I'm glad it got nerfed, there's two, so it's probably either Feral Uruk-hai or Reavers.
Yeah, Reavers definitely.
Yeah, because I think that not Feral Uruk-hai to be fair, as much as Reavers, but Reavers could ruin a tournament when you turn up and
Reavers
you're facing all the Reavers. It's horrible.
It wasn't nice.
No.
But Nightvault thoughts, Tom. Not a chance to play it yet. I had to read some of the cards. I'm definitely going to mix it up. I want to get stuck into a bit more of the magic. I've actually played kind of against myself just to test some of the new mechanics because I'm cool.
So is Nightvault? Is it like?
It's a continuation,
game, or is it the same
you
game?
Can still use it. It's the same game. It's basically season 2. You can still use all the old cards and warbands. I've just finished painting the Night Haunt, nearly called them the Night Vault warband, and some of the Shadespire terrain from the Forge as well. And I am going to play Grox until the end of time once they come out on Saturday because it's Night Goblins, which is awesome. Well, P.S. Gym is just scouts for Chip here. Yeah, I go to the gym every day, my friend.
Twice. Sometimes twice.
I am a gym convert. The same game, but now with goblins. Exactly, Stephen. How are you, Steve? Congratulations on a massive WT success. Apologies again, I couldn't make it, but I'm looking forward to me and you catching up soon, mate. And congrats again for hosting the world's biggest Guild Ball event.
Up to now.
I'm not bitter.
Up to now.
No, it's cool. Absolutely love what you're doing, mate. Great support for a game.
Yeah, brilliant. Trivia question. Which Middle-earth hero model is left-handed?
Oh, Quinn, go away. I'm not trying to picture them all.
I'm going to say Halbrad, where he's swinging it.
I'm going to take an absolute punt at this and just say Gamling, because that's going to hurt my brain.
I'm saying Halbrad. Are we right, Quinn?
Probably not. No. I've just took the first name that came to my head, because I was chatting to someone about Gamling's rule. Theoden. Good to know. Left-handed, mate, we're a superior race, it's fine.
No.
It's the next step of evolution.
I was going to say something.
Theoden King. Well, everyone knew was. I've had to set up a channel. It's that nice Lee. Lee McDonald is in here now. What a dude Lee is. You're going to see lots of Lee on the channel. He was in the Drowned Earth vlog that I did as well. You know Lee. He's a lovely guy.
Off the video?
Yeah, looking forward to getting Lee in. Blackjack Legacy. Do you guys play much in the way of board games? I don't play a lot, if I'm honest. I do. So I'll tell you the board games I really love, and I can't even tell you who makes them. The Tiny Epic series. We used to play them a lot when we were going to shows and stuff with Steamforged Games, and they're literally small, like A5 boxes, and the level of depth in those games is just incredible. You can get Tiny Epic Kingdoms, Tiny Epic Galaxies, which is a personal favourite, and they've just done Tiny Epic Zombies, and it looks like mini zombie side, and it comes with the meeples, you know, the little like wooden net, but you get like plastic cast 3D weapons to attach them like the chainsaw, and check out the Tiny Epic series. But
what's that game that played with you, the Oriental one?
Onitama is another great game.
That's a good game.
Guys, check out Onitama as well. It's basically a really cool Oriental themed chess-esque.
It's really good. I went to Jay's house one day and he said, "Oh, you want to play this?"
Like,
and
it's super
I was
simple.
like, "No, it looks naff." And straight away I was like, hooked.
Yeah,
it's really good.
It's
And I
super
smashed
simple.
him.
He did.
And he's been playing it for months.
You can learn the game in like 2 minutes, but don't play it if you want to have fun, because you'll both get that invested in it. You won't speak for 3 hours.
Yeah,
because you'll be trying to make each other lose, which is really good fun. And then we've got Dries and Lee kind of fangirling over each other in the comments, which is good to see. Green Tree, Hero Quest, or Space Cruiser. I'm too young for all of these,
No, well,
so I'll pass you to the senior of the group.
Hero Quest is probably, because I've said it numerous occasions, I was never a gamer when I was young.
Right there, we've got Hero Quest and Advanced Hero Quest on the shelf just there.
But I got Hero Quest one Christmas and I used to play it with a couple of my friends. Some of my friends then said that it was too nerdy to play, and it went on top of the wardrobe and stayed there forever. So I did play Hero Quest for a bit and never played Space Crusade. So I'm gonna go Hero Quest because I thought it was cool. It's just that none of my mates.
I'm showing my lack of kind of old.
Have you never played Hero Quest?
No. Was Space Crusade kind of a precursor to Space Hulk? Please, someone let me know.
Space Crusade was Hero Quest, but in the 40k world.
Yeah.
So Hero Quest was like the fantasy version, and Space Crusade was the 40k. It was almost the same, right?
Okay. Mark Bericloff, apologies if I get your surname wrong. The screen's quite far away from reading the comments. Gameling Games, that is who does the Epic range. They're great fun. Go and check them out. Actually met the guys behind it at a show as well. They're all a lovely bunch, and they really care about just making fun, interesting games. And I guarantee if you pick one up, it feels like you're playing a big box experience board game. They're great fun, really great fun. She's good. So don't forget, guys, episode 1, free and easy. We can sit here and talk to you guys for 5 hours.
I don't know, it's a lot of fun. The test ones that I done in the man cave, when I didn't expect anyone to tune in. I was just texting.
It is good fun, isn't it?
And I ended up doing like a 2-hour just sitting and talking. I was like, I done a painting one as well. It was cool. I enjoyed doing it.
Blackjack Legacy. I never played much as a kid either. I was 30, so that's interesting. I think I was.
Same.
I think I was like a lot of people, which is I wargamed as a kid, and then I got to teenage years and I discovered like beer and dating and things like that, and it wasn't cool enough. And then I got to like my mid-20s. I had a little one, and I was like, I really miss painting the models. It was a really good way of me chilling out. And then from there, it's kind of just snowballed, and it's become my job, which I'm lucky enough to do. And I met people like you, and Chris Hay, and Matt Woods, and Lee, and T&G, and all the people I love in the world, which is awesome. And that's how I got into minis. That's really interesting, Andy. You do speak like an experienced gamer. I always thought you've been playing for ages, unless you're about 87, which you don't know. And then Mark, Tiny Epic Mechs is the new one. Is that on Kickstarter? I've not seen that one. I have just got my copy of Zombies, but I've not played. Let us know if that's currently funding or I've missed it, because I'd be a bit sad if I've missed Tiny Epic Mechs. That does sound cool.
It'll come out to general release though, will it?
Board gaming is something I'd really love to cover on the channel as well, because it'd be really cool in this format where we can just stick a camera on the table and have 4 of us around and just hit go on a live stream, and someone watch us play through Dark Souls or...
Well, to be fair, we've got Hero Quest there, and you done it, Ash.
Oh, Gorilla Miniature Games.
Gorilla Miniature Games done it. They did it.
I fangirled the other day because he commented in our group. I was like, oh my god.
Ash, yeah.
It's the reason I YouTube.
It was cool to watch. I mean, I think a lot of people, unless you played it, this is one of the reasons why I've probably not touched on it before, because I might be wrong, but my opinion is, unless you're of a certain age and you've played Hero Quest before, you might have no interest in it because it's very basic. But I mean, I'd be more than happy to have a game on camera, live, a few beers, bit of banter. And, you know, if people want to see it, I'd be happy to do it. It'd be a lot of fun.
That's cool. Matt Thurwell from Mantic is in the house, and good friend of mine. He's going to be down this weekend. We're going to have far too many beers. Glenn Seymour and Blackjack chatting about subbing to his channel, which is awesome. Tabletop Addict. I feel a bit slow. Do you mind if I ask what your job is, Jay? I work here at Element Games, which is the home of us.
Work.
I'm at Element Games for a set amount of time a week. And then I know a good translator for Dark Souls if you're playing it. Oh, no. Oh, that's the best comment I've ever read on YouTube. And I'm not going to go any further into that, guys. Yeah, let's just say it was... yeah, anyway. Green Tree. I'd watch a game of Hero Quest. Defo, if you guys want to watch it, I think we can stream it, right?
Because it'd be dead easy to do that. Like 2 camera sets up, one on us, one on the board. Happy days. So the board's about 2 foot by a foot and a half, something like that.
Make it happen.
Yeah.
Steve will paint all the minis. I'll just rock up and play.
Nah. Play with them bare bones.
Chris Hales is in
Old
it.
school.
Actually, no, I'm giving him far too much work to do Hero Quest as well. Steve Herc, thanks for rubbing it in. I still had diapers when they released Hero Quest. Steve, you look like you're 21. You've got very youthful looks, my man. And TNG, I think that's the other half of TNG, laughing at the in-joke that I'm not going to talk about.
Yeah, talk about it.
No. Glenn Seymour, I got into war games as soon as I was tall enough to see my dad play, and that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. My little boy Oscar, he currently calls my figures little dudes. And if he has a box that he knows he's allowed to touch, if he touches the others, he gets a very angry me chasing him around. And I pray, not that I'd force it on him, but when he's a little bit older, I pray that he wants to play some gaming with me. He loves sitting and painting. Until he gets 20 minutes in and kind of turns the model upside down and just dunks it in the paint. But I would love to be able to take Oscar gaming. Interestingly as well, in the early days of Guild Ball, Steve Newton used to bring his son Jack, who was around like 11, 12, 13 at the time, and he used to just consistently win tournaments and smash everyone. And I really like that, like dad and lad thing at events. I think it's quite cool. Well, you and Cole, right? That was kind of why you got into it.
Well, that's how I got into it, yeah. And then, like similar to you, he discovered girls and going out and binned everything off, but I carried on painting like a nerd in my man cave on my own. And here I am today on a YouTube channel. So, but yeah, he plays now and again. He's actually been in a bat rep. If you go back.
Cole he did a Lake Town one with you on your an Azog's Legion versus Lake Town.
Azog's Legion versus Lake Town, yeah. It was a good bat rep. It was good.
That was good fun. That one. He beat you, which is the main thing.
I think he did beat me, yeah. That's why he's never been on again.
Yeah, that's a prerequisite. Like. Oh, funny. Glenn Seymour, I got you, we've done that one. Dries, didn't know you were so young, Steve. I played Hero Quest, even a Dutch version.
What do you mean you didn't know? So, can't you tell how young I am? I'm very young.
I don't think he means you, I think he means Steve.
Oh, right, okay.
It's all good. Don't worry, I'll look after this guy. Jez Hunt, evening chaps.
Hey Jez.
Evening, my friend. How are you doing? And then obviously we've got Andy saying hello to Martin, because those two are bromancing as well, which is awesome. It's good to see you guys interacting with each other. Don't forget, if you are new and don't recognise most of our community, we encourage you all to let everyone know who you are, where you're from, and what games you play. And also, the purpose of this, guys, is for you to, I'll cover that in a sec, is to throw ideas of what we can name this series, and also stuff you want us to talk about that could make great full episodes for future weeks. Matt Woods is in.
So, just on Matt Woods. Matt, before you get Lara, remember I've got that picture from weekend of you. And I can put this up.
If Matt makes one more Saki comment, we're going to share the picture of his stag do from last weekend. And I don't think he'll appreciate that one. And Oscar probably would smash me to it.
So wind your neck in, Ali G.
Yeah. Dries, maybe it didn't reach me. I was protecting the wall in Germany. And then we got Flynn, who is Frodo and Sam. Oh dear, Matt is laughing. He's probably sat at home now going, oh god.
Oh, I forgot that.
No.
Yeah, he probably forgot about
the stag photos.
So it was Matt's stag do over the weekend. Again, if any of you have watched Bat Reps from before,
Matt's in all of our Wild West Bat Reps.
He's in all the Wild West Bat Reps. He's been in a couple of Lord of the Ring ones from way back, I think, on the GBHL. I mean, that's a good thing to do. What other channels do you watch? Apart from, obviously, you're watching us. You've got Blackjack, TNG.
Jump to Boddenty.
Yeah.
Let us know what
other channels
you guys
do you watch? What kind of things
Stick it in
do
there.
you like to watch?
It's that way, it's reversed. Stick it in there. Yeah. It's weird, isn't it? It's
give yourselves a shout if you've got a channel, by all means.
We want to really grow a community.
Because we'll be doing it on your channel.
yeah, it gives us free reign. I can't believe there's 20, it's hard to see, it's 24 people
24
in there.
people,
Wicked.
It's brilliant.
So come on guys, let's switch it up a little bit for a little while. What would be great subjects for us to chat about? Not necessarily now, although feel free to throw questions at us, but if you've got a suggestion for future episodes you'd love to see us go into depth about, actually put in the comment episode idea and then what you'd like to do. I watch a channel. Martin Thurwell watches Bang Babes, ladies and gentlemen, and and Dries, he likes Beard Minis and Battlehammer. Nice. Tabletop Oddity, if you want Legion back reps, MOTF is pretty darn good. MOTF. Let us know what MOTF is, mate, just so we can all go and check it out. Can't give you all my best topics. That's very true, Andy.
We'll get you drunk at weekend, Andy. We'll get them anyway.
Yeah, we're just going to fill you full of beer and lure them out of you. Tom Maynard's in.
How you doing, Tom? How do you think the meta will evolve?
I was chatting about this with someone about an hour ago in the gaming centre, actually.
Tom's talking about Middle Earth, right?
Yep.
I think the meta is going to be totally turned on its head. Mm-hmm. Things are still powerful, so Wraiths on Felbeast are still powerful. They've just been nerfed a little, but there's still something that can cause you a lot of problems. But I think we've mentioned it before, the all-hero lists are going to be a big thing, I think. Yeah. The heroes are just so powerful.
All hero is really going to level up. Interestingly, you've seen a lot of people take Avenger Bolt Throwers as one of the first things to combat that because they hit on what they want, not what Blinding Light tells them to.
Yeah.
I think you're going to see a lot of all hero. I think you're going to see a lot of Rohan just because of how great the theme is, and they are a very legitimate force now. And it's the one everybody loves. Helm's Deep. It's the one everyone's wanting to run, and you can now do it while maintaining kind of a tournament list.
Jez is going through his YouTube channels, be painting ones.
Make sure you check them out. TNG, have you convinced Steve to play Wild West? I've not yet, have I? I've been kind of too busy. Just me and Matt have just been like fangirling and clapping and playing it so much.
I will play it. I think the thing is because of the channel, and you lads at TNG probably get a similar thing. We're trying to cover as much as possible. So because there's two of us, it makes sense for us to separate and Jay do a couple of systems and I do a couple of other systems. At some point, we'll come together and play a few games.
We will.
People seem to like the videos that with the back reps that we do.
We try and get casual games in just to make sure every game we're not playing is filmed as well, which is cool. Tabletop Oddity said MOTF is the name of the channel. It stands for Master of the Force, I think. Sorry, the comments are going thick and fast. TNG Production said communities ... and later on they said behave Paul. Communities indeed. That was a bit ridiculous.
Jess, Tolkien is all about heroes, exactly, and I think that's why they've done it this way. And I'm really looking forward to see how it pans out. I think it's cool that your Elisars and your Gandalfs can really sort of mess things up. That's how it should have been, rather than being transfixed out of the game and useless after you spent 200 points on them. So yeah.
Green Tree. I watch Luke's APS, really good channel. You're a good friend of Luke's.
I'm a good friend of Luke's.
You've done some crossover stuff for Luke actually. And Beast of War, when they have anything to do with foreground or favourite, so I'm a foreground nut. If it's foreground, I've probably had it or want it. Duo Oscar's not still watching. And Fable Realms looks interesting. That's another fantasy skirmish game we're going to get this year. Has anyone tried Fable Realms? I know Beast of War did a weekender where you went and you got the models and you got to play. Anyone's tried it or had a demo at a show? Let us know. Maybe let everyone else know what it's like.
Let's have a look. So we've got Green Tree.
Yeah, you're on the bottom one.
Either Beast of War, that's good, Steve, any terrain projects on the go or plan for the future? Yes. That's all I'm going to say, because there's some top secret stuff coming on.
Oh, coming.
It's Middle Earth related, so if you don't play Lord of the Rings.
We have got a Vanguard and Wild West board planned as well. Steve hates the work I'm throwing at him, but they are coming too.
But the closest one to completion is Middle Earth again, but then I am going to go on to other systems. I want to do a Kill Team board, I want to do some 40k stuff, a Space Wolf board.
That's definitely on the card. Throne of Angels says thank you for timing it perfectly with lunch. You are welcome. We did it just for you, so make sure you get involved in the chat.
I'm going to, while you chat, Jay, I'm just going to make that chat smaller.
That's all good. You crack on. Dries, anyone using a Everlasting Wet Palette from Redgrass Games got mine on its way? I missed the Kickstarter and I'm dying to pick it up. You've got one. Yeah, are they good? I'm jealous. Really I've always wanted a wet palette, and even though I've watched the 50 YouTube tutorials of how simple they are to make, I've just not been able to actually use one. Martin Thurwell's also using one, it seems, which is good. And it's not everlasting though. It's a lie. They're tricking you with the.
I've found different, Martin. I even left the lid off mine for about 2 days and forgot about it and went in and the paint was still usable.
Is that forever?
Well, I won't know.
How do you know it's how do you know it's going to be everlasting? I love annoying.
It's took how long?
Green Tree, love to see your table and terrain setups. Look forward to the new vids on them. Yep, we are blessed to have, thanks to the scouring events and stuff, we've got basically a themed board and terrain for most big areas of Middle Earth, which is very cool. I'm looking at boxes to the side of the screen. I can see a Bree table, a Mirkwood table, Helm's Deep, Dale, Harad. Like, we've got some awesome stuff, and we can't wait to cycle them all. And if you want to check them out, get to one of our events as well.
Throne of Angels says, "What up, boys? You sure do pick." Oh, you've already said that one.
Yeah. Actually, like, can you not read it over there? Are your eyes going?
No, my eyes are going.
Your eyes.
I've been knocking walls downstairs. I've had eyes full of dust and all sorts. So I'm going to read it on here.
Steve, have you seen John Howard's new book? Lots of ideas on Tolkien terrain.
Yes, there is. I've seen the book. I've not purchased the book yet, but I will be doing it at some point. Anything that's like themed like that, like the Weta book, the big thick one that came out, I can't remember what it's called, is amazing. It spans all the Lord of the Rings films, all the Hobbit films, and it shows you behind the scenes, how they made the sets, where they got the ideas from. It's awesome. If you've not got it, have a look. It's really cool.
Blackjack says, Andy says even, we don't all call him that. Is it basically a more pro version of homemade woods? Pretty much, yes. It is a sponge, some greaseproof paper, but it's all really well built. It's super like aesthetically pleasing.
And it's in an airtight.
Comes with a really good band to keep it shut. You can even get like a magnetic paint well for the side and stuff. And it comes, and you can buy the refills, so you're not cutting paper, and it's basically built to make your life easy. And then Quinn, rate my Sterling list. Evil, Gothmog, I'm going to fly through this before we lose it. Gothmog on Wag with Shield, 14 Morannon, 7 Spears. One of the new dudes, can't pronounce it, with Spears. And then Gothmog's in 4, so the same. So, literally Mordor, especially with Gothmog's kind of special rule and stuff, they're built to orc spam, and that's exactly what you've done. That's going to wreck face, especially the turn you trigger the ability.
Let us know how you get on with the new heroes, because I'd be interested to see how their rules pan out. Everyone's saying they're going to be really good with Gothmog, so it'd be interesting to see if they're as good as people say.
Any chance you guys will do a Battle Companies campaign? I mean, we'd love to, but I think the appeal and the easiest thing for us to film is just straight up pitch battles, if I'm honest.
I was toying with the idea. We was going to get JT Noble down, a couple of the Yorkshire lads one day, and have a full day and film a load of them in like one sitting. And it didn't happen for one reason or another. It was probably me because I'm quite busy. But maybe one day. It's not on the schedule. Let's put it that way. But you never know.
Glenn says his topic ideas for future live shows were lost further up. Please feel free to repost them, mate, but we'll make sure we hit these comments after the video is done. Yeah. This will be available to watch afterwards, but if I'm saying that to you, you're either watching us now or watching it later anyway, so that was a really pointless thing to say.
Brush all the way or airbrush? I use both.
I'm very intimidated by my airbrush. I base coat with it, like one colour, like block. I'm very privileged to work and have friends who are incredible airbrushers and teachers, and we spent some time with the Cult of Paint guys to use them. Yeah. But I am very intimidated and scared by it, and I will lay a colour down with it just to speed up the first step, and then I tend to move on to brush.
Base colours, I use it probably more for terrain, but I have used it on miniatures, and I'm trying to get better, but it's like everything else, I suppose. Clinton and good, Aragorn, Strider, Armour and Cloak, King of the Dead, 30 Warriors of the Dead, all shields, Stonesmith, all sort of thing. Yeah, that's going to be good.
I think they're both tasty.
That's really basically what Damien's bringing to Throne of Skulls. It's going to be good. It's very themey. It's fun. I don't think you'll win everything with it, but I think it will be a real pain to play against for your opponent. Casey, do you see any reason to take captains with Rivendell only with Heroic March? We've talked about this literally just before the stream about Rivendell Knights and Elrond.
And the fact he can lead more than 12 now with the new rules, he's just a boss.
So if you've got Elrond and
ultimately
you max
depends
them
on
out.
Points.
Yeah, it depends on points, but if you max them out, that's going to be a lot of points anyway.
Best games for getting new players into the hobby. Tom, you are slaying it with these future show ideas, but we can chat about that quickly now. I reckon you want one of the really low entry kind of GW offerings, like Shadespire is great. I think stuff like Shadespire is great. Some of the Mantic stuff is amazing.
Anything with a low model count.
Dead Zone, like you get exploding 8s, it's super fun. There's no measuring, you're moving cubes, everything you need in a box. Dead Zone, The Walking Dead, incredible game. I've got to thank TNG for nearly making me the worst player in the world ranked in that, or I think I actually was. So some of the Mantic offerings and some of the smaller GW stuff, like I'm looking over at my shelf, like Shadespire's great. Guild Ball's not a bad one. You can grab the kickoff set. Maybe not the first one. which is cool.
Saying if I missed, sorry, I'm overrunning because we're running out of space on the chat. But if I missed it, sorry. Either of you any plans for Vanguard? Yes, we said that before.
We do. Steve's going to be doing Northern Alliance. Matt Woods, who is now in here, not Matt Woods. Sam Page is going to be taking the Abyssals. Matt, pick one of the two that's left. I'm happy with which one you picked.
So basically,
pretty much. Yeah.
You're left with what?
But I don't know what I want yet, and I reckon we should all split up the warbands, paint them, and get them down on the table. And I'm going to beg Steve to do me a board as well. So as soon as that stuff drops at the end of the month, guys, expect thick and fast content from us.
Is it 3x3?
It is 3x3.
Yeah, I'll do a board.
Cool. Martin Doyle says, this guy, and he laughs. Is it you on another tab? They're like fangirling, they're looking after each other. And whoa, Throne of Angels says, Dead Zone is outstanding. As I just said, mate, I think Dead Zone is great. Andy Sharp of Weight of Fire demoed it to me recently, and that was hilarious fun.
Casey says, do you guys play any of the skirmish games by Osprey, Dracula's America, Last Days, etc.? Osprey, did they do Frostgrave?
They did.
I played Frostgrave religiously for about 4 months when it first came out. Really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. I think the Frostgrave tutorial I did on the channel is our most viewed video.
It is.
It's like got crazy views. We should do more Frostgrave, by the way. But yeah, I played that. It was good.
It's boiled off now.
I don't know.
We'll have a look. We'll look into it.
The groups are still very active.
No, we're doing Vanguard. That's going to be our fantasy subscription. Matt wants to count me in. Wicked. The more games me and Matt can play, the better, because he's off travelling soon. Glyn, getting the most out of your SPG hobby. Convergence painting base. Absolutely great topic idea. Taking cheese off fluff and how to enjoy Turnfly. I would love to talk about that in an episode, because I've done both had the same and very different experiences than you'd expect. And then an SPG free evening goes without saying. Like, we know a lot of you guys are SPG fanatics, we can make it happen. We'll also do some stuff that isn't. Tom, Abyssals for the win. Challenge issued, my friend. Bring it on. My Bazillions. There you go, Matt. You've just got your faction, you get the Night Stalkers. My Bazillions are going to take you on, buddy. And then we've got Throne of Angels. Message me offline, Jay. I'll paint your warband.
Whoa! What about me? What about my warband?
Matt, scrap that. I'm going to step on the Throne of Angels. Matt, you're out. Go buy your own. Throne of Angels, you are a legend, mate. Ping me a message on Facebook. I'm always down for people to help me with the paint. Ultimately, like, I do paint my own stuff. I do use Chris as well. Chris is a legend, but one of the many struggles of making content is getting enough stuff painted to show you on camera. So
I do it.
Wicked. Jay's my boy. Yeah. Throne of Angels, you're my boy. You're my favourite right now.
Right, so I need a painter. Is any painters in? Any painters can paint stuff for me, please. Come on.
You know you're teeing up for the worst joke ever with that thing. Throne of Angels, what a dude. We'll have a chat about that. You are a legend, my friend.
No, to be fair, that it's good. Stuff like that really helps us. Like,
we'll make sure we reward you for your time. Not sure. Throne of Angels, let us know who you are, mate, because I've got a feeling I know you and you know me, and it's just the handle that's throwing me off.
Yeah. So where are you from? Are you local?
Throw 'em my way, Steve. TNG Productions. Paul is a wicked painter. I messaged Paul for some painting advice the other day. Actually, I stole his recipe for red. You actually start with pink. Spoilers. Paul is a wicked painter. That is 10k. Oh, it's Derek. We're going to cover that in a sec. 10k painting Paul on Twitter if you want to check out Paul's stuff. Throne of Angels, of course, it's his YouTube channel. Derek Osborne, I will be doing, mate, because you've got a wow of excess money for me. And I believe you got a care package today. Awesome stuff, Derek. Derek's a really cool guy over in the States. I met working the shows over there.
He's not that cool.
He's got a YouTube channel. Make sure you check it out. He's a really well-respected man in the industry, and he is also balls deep. I can say balls deep. I've said balls deep. He is balls deep on Wild West Exodus right now, and he has got a super secret project which I have seen, and it is badass. So good to have you in, Derek.
So we've got 27 people in, which is...
That's alright, isn't it?
Like, you touched on it before, we were sort of saying how many you think
10, 15?
Yeah, and I said, if we got 20, I'd be over the moon. We've got 27, so, I mean, thank all you guys, because this is your time as well. You're taking your time to sit and watch us. I know some of you are in the gym, you know.
Paul's in the gym, the chippy.
He's alright, though, because he's going to paint my stuff, right? Just
deep.
Post your address there, mate, and I'll send you some stuff.
I can't read your the pepper machine. The pepper machine.
Yeah.
So what?
We've got two old guys.
We've got like a 40-inch screen behind the camera that's relaying this stuff that we can see.
Say something else.
No. God no. I wish.
We've got this.
And it turns out you guys are chatting that fast that keeping up with it at a size we can read it is tough. But that's a great.
The Dr. Pepper machine.
The Dr. Pepper machine.
It's been on before.
Cool. Thank you all for watching again. Don't forget, guys. Let us know what you want to see from this. This one is free and easy. We're probably going to start with a weekly topic, but rest assured that's going to be very much split, very much inspired by the way Andy does things. We will alternate between talking about the subject we've decided to cover and chatting to you guys and watching you guys let loose in the comments, and all get to know each other. Glenn,
in the future, you could do a collab with Palantir lads for a group discussion. Do you know what? This is something that's not 100%. Like that, I'd say would never happen because you never know if they're at a tournament down here and it's a Friday night. We might get on and chat. You never know. Get Jay drunk on camera.
I'm down. Tom and Damien, they have an open invitation, as do any of the SVG community.
Tom Jennings, painting your Rangers as I teach that, and so you should. It's only
quickest commission painter ever. 1994. You sent them models, right? Something like
that. The thing is, I sent Tom an army to paint. Right, when I sent it to him, like the army that he's got that he's paying for me, like it would have been good in game. The new rules, and I'm painting it done. The new rules have come out, and they're not that good. In fact, it's not even one faction anymore. They've been split.
They've been split off. You have to send him double the stuff for the next edition.
Charge me twice.
Blackjack, I feel your pain, boys. Yeah, Andy, it's great to see how successful your stream is. I am amazed at how you keep up with it. Just before I ducked out on Monday night. It was nuts, but credit to you for creating such a resource for the community.
So once Jay starts talking, he can't stop.
I have to admit, I did kind of go, and I think it was me, I triggered him. I was like, I wanted to put in my input on the subject before I left. So, and I had to put it as 4 messages, and they were broke up between other people. And Andy was like, yeah, this is getting hard to manage. I was like, sorry, I'm out now. But Andy, you're doing killer work, mate. Keep it up. You keep the community appreciates it.
Casey says, I'd like to see you chat about a topic and mostly ignore us until it's time to take questions from the audience.
That's the plan.
Yeah, so as Jay said, we're probably going to try and have a very loose topic that we'll start the video off. We'll have already had a little chat about it, like pre cameras and what have you, and we'll talk about it for 10-15 minutes, and then people can just like join in and fire questions at us.
20 minutes about the topic. We'll jump in with you guys for 10 minutes.
Because once the comment starts, you're not going to be able to stay on topic anyway, because people don't all want to chat about the same thing, which is cool, which is what we want. We want it just to be basically just hanging out. And
so we do agree, mate. That's definitely the plan for weeks going forward. But this time we wanted to just sit here in front of you. Is that 30 now or 20? That's bonkers.
30.
And just have a chat with you guys.
You want me to wait quick on
I did say that, didn't I?
Yeah.
Wow, cool. Yes, the Palantir is back. I saw a teaser for another episode this Friday, so get over to the GBHL and check it out. The Palantir is back. Was it James Long they had on last week?
James Long they had on last week is a cracking lad.
If any of them's watching, I want to see Mac Attack back on their Palantir.
Yeah, that'll be good.
Tom Macklin, baby. He is my teddy bear and I love him. Get Tom on the Palantir, that would make great viewing.
Green Tree, the Palantir lads don't do videos anymore, do they? Oh, yes, they do.
Oh, yes.
They did one not last week, the week before, and then I think they did one 2 weeks prior to that, and there's one coming out this Friday. So check it out.
Do they still do like the 50-point back rep thing? That was always cool.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah. And they continued it because they went offline for like 18 months.
And they just come back and just carried on like it never went away. I love it. I love it. So what are you guys all painting and working on this evening? Let us know. Are you guys hobbying while you're watching us two waffle? Who is the biggest lightweight? Now don't even try, because if anyone was at the scouring of Altrincham last year, Matt Woods, back me up. This guy.
That's it. Listen. Here's the thing, right? I can't drink for toffee. I drink like a girl, but I'll drink and I'll get wasted. I was going to say something else, but I'll get wasted dead quick. So 3 pints in, I'm legless, but I can carry on drinking then. He can't even speak.
Give over. I'm alright.
In a Meaches that night after what you had 2 Jaeger bombs.
Oh god, I was
that was pretty bad. Like dribble hanging out his mouth and everything.
Oh, that was pretty bad. Yeah. All right. So we're both pretty
definitely him. Definitely him.
We'll have to have a drink.
Actually, Matt will back me up.
We'll see.
I've been out drinking with Matt.
Matt Woods, if you're still watching, you have to make the judgment call on this. You've been out with us both. Casey is working on work. Well, hopefully we're making that a little less painful. Dries is painting Stave, which is a Guild Ball Brewers model. Yeah. Make sure you all checked out the T&G Brewers stuff yesterday and sat watching while having a low-calorie beer. Nice. Mark Thurwell, I've just finished packing some Kickstarter. Starts again tomorrow. They're actually getting Vanguard out the door right now. So good work, my man. Keep up the good work. Everyone will be super happy when they get the toys. What else we got?
Thomas Maynard, I'm at uni, so just chilling. Means I'm not going to be able to make many tournaments this year. If you're at uni, Thomas Maynard, it's Wednesday night. Why are you not out getting 50p drinks? Because you're a student. That's what I've been doing.
I don't think it's 1974 anymore, mate. Throne of Angels, you're working on eating some lunch, good man. Jez Hunt, he's painting
Back flaps. So many things I could say.
Steve Bonar's in. Hey, buddy.
Hey, Steve.
Good
How
to
you
have you,
man? Just
no hobby, maybe later. The thing is, though, mate, even if you start at 10:30 tonight, by midnight you'll have painted 2 armies.
Matt Wood says I'm backing Steve, I'm afraid, mate. Yeah. Matt's been out with me. He knows the score.
Yeah, but is he backing you as the bigger lightweight?
No. Come on, Matt.
Okay.
He's backing me.
Alright.
Actually, are you backing me to be the biggest lightweight?
We've got loads of people in. This is amazing to have you all in. Throne of Angels, woo, Vanguard. Excited to get my Kickstarter. Yeah, that giant, man.
Yeah, see, although Scouring wasn't his best showing.
Who's best showing?
Mine.
Yeah, Scouring was.
So he said I was in a bad way, Scouring, but generally,
that's fair.
I'm alright.
So we got Brian Powell in. I believe Brian, and please apologies if I'm wrong, I'm awful with names, is behind the Black Hoof Saloon podcast, which is the Wawa Texas podcast.
Alright, okay.
If I'm wrong, sorry. If I'm right, plug. Go and check that out. It's on Apple Podcasts and Podbean and all the other places that you get podcasts. I'm waiting for the next one, mate. Where's it at? I'm enjoying that stuff. When home, we'll tackle more layering on various Wild West Exodus, Confederate Rebels. Very nice. Those new releases.
When are you filming some more?
Me and Matt have been threatening it for a while. I did some of the faction review stuff this week. Hopefully, Matt, back me up. We're going to be grabbing a game maybe later this week, but playing next week.
Cool.
So we'll get that on camera because Nick Moore, who I think is in, he said he was going to tune in, painted all of our terrain. So if you saw our Wild West Exodus series, it's fully painted terrain. That looks beautiful. Nick, yeah.
Right, okay.
Thank you, Nick.
Hey, Nick.
And also we're going to be adopting the multi-camera style that we've been doing for Lord of the Rings to level it up.
Yeah.
Brian Powell, Woot Black Hoof podcast. I was right. I'm not an idiot. Good stuff. Glenn Seymour. On my table is 40 Rohan. Do you know what the depressing thing about having 40 Rohan on his table is? When he's painted it, he's then got to paint 40 Bismarcks.
Yeah. I've just done
the woes of cavalry.
I think 8 Wild Guards, and it took me ages to paint them, and now I've got to paint full models. I was like, oh no.
Jez Hunt, I think he's got some show ideas there.
Future stuff, yeah. Basics of painting, basics of basing, how to approach painting an army. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people. I don't think I'm a fast painter, but a lot of people do say I paint quite quick. I suppose if you go.
Do you know one thing I'd love to do? Because Nick does a lot. We're just chatting about Nick and my wife. He does a lot of scenery stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I was actually chatting to Nick about you and him doing a scenery one. Like, because you build a lot and you've got a lot of experience. Nick's done a lot of the painting. I think we can get a lot of work out of that. Could be good.
Yeah.
We'll make sure it happen. Nice.
Someone saying here, Jay, to you. Tom Jennings, Steve can prove himself Saturday night at Throne of Skulls. That is a challenge I will accept.
I didn't get a ticket.
Gladly.
Tom Jennings nicked my room.
Yeah,
he let me know about the other day. Nicked my hotel.
Yeah. So you threw the gauntlet down there, Tom, and you'll regret
But
it.
just so you know,
You're staying in the same room as me, and you're going to get me drunk. So
if I get a cancellation ticket, Tom, you are sleeping outside, my friend. Steve Bonner, no, that is the distance.
Right.
Yes,
okay.
you're on the home straight, buddy. The Battle of Pelennor Field starter box comes in stock on Friday for Element Games. Yes, it does, and I can confirm that because I saw it with my own eyes today because I'm here.
Mr. Element
so.
Games. Oh, and if you get any starts,
shameless affiliate plug incoming. Make sure you guys click a link which we're going to stick in the top table group. We need to pin
it's
that.
already in the description.
It's in the description below.
Yeah.
If you guys click and actually go to Element Games via our affiliate link for anything you want to buy, it actually they sponsor us really well. They give us lots of stuff, and the more people who go through affiliate, the bigger the channel grow, and they're going to give us loads of stuff for giveaways.
Yeah.
I'm going to announce actually. We're going to be doing a Vanguard starter box giveaway next week.
Ooh.
There's a bit of news for you
Can
guys.
I
No. So we're going to have that coming next week for you guys. But yes, if you're going to be checking out the Element Games website for your Pelennor Fields or anything else, the affiliate link below really helps us out.
It does help us, and like Jay says, it means that we'll get little bits and bats that we can give away as prizes, just spot prizes, maybe on this show and the chat show.
We can even say we drilled a hole in the wall and we're stealing their internet right now.
Yeah.
So we definitely wouldn't be streaming right now without Element Games. Whoa, I hope Byron's not watching. Brian Powell, We have a new episode in editing now. Awesome, mate. I can't wait to hear it. What's it going to be about? If you ever want someone who has absolutely no idea what we're talking about, I'd love to come on. If you want to grab me, it would be great to do some collaboration stuff, dude.
Yeah.
Steve Bonhart mounts are already done. That is badass.
Envious.
Tom Jennings, I'll play you for it, Jay. Not after not after his filth that he brings. Yeah, go on then. I'll take that. I'll throw down the gauntlet. Me and you, SPG. It's on, Tom.
What are you bringing? What are you bringing to Throwing Skulls, Tom? What's your list? I've got a feeling it's going to be Hangman. I don't know. I was going to bring Minas Tirith Gondor, but then after doing the faction review,
Angmar. So if you go and watch we did it live. Obviously now you can just watch the video back. Watch our Angmar faction review for Middle Earth SPG. As you go through it, you'll see me and Sam Page chatting about the faction, and you can just see Steve's eyes get like beady. And I looked around at one point, and he just had this big smile on his face. I'm like, "You're going to do an Angmar army," and you were like, "This is amazing." So I think Angmar are going to be a really strong evil list in the new edition. I think you're going to see an absolute ton of them. Glenn Seymour, the link in the description isn't active. That's a shame. I'll tell you what I'm going to do, guys. Head over to the Top Table Gaming Community Facebook page right now, and Steve is going to post our affiliate link. And make sure it works. Hang on, because we're going to test it. Wait until we say go, and then use it. If we've got it wrong, I apologise. You can just pull it off one of the YouTube videos. I think it's got the slap. Yeah. Shall I do it?
Yeah, you do it.
You chat to the guys. I'm going to make sure we post it up for you.
Where are we? Glenn, the link's not. Yeah, so we'll sort that out now. Planning Dol Guldur, but Angmar is second plan. So you're going to go with the second plan, Tom. Come on, you're not kidding anyway. Except for yourself. I think there'll be after our video. I think there's going to be quite a few Angmar lists.
Think so?
Yeah, because I didn't realise. I knew it was strong, but I didn't realise how strong it was until we did that review. So yeah, we'll see. I don't have Facebook. You don't have Facebook. Get Facebook. Even if you, as a gamer or a hobbyist, get Facebook. Even if you just do like a random pretend name with a funny profile picture, just to get in on the chat and see what other people are up to, is well worth it, my mate. Blackjack. The link works if you cut and paste. It's just not showing as a link. Right, okay.
Thank you.
So copy and paste the link that's in the description into your browser, and it will work. Thanks, Andy. We'll have to sort that out.
We will get that sorted.
Yeah.
We'll make sure that's fixed, guys.
Yeah. Casey Rogers says, do you think we'll see Dol Guldur lists that include troops, not just Necromancer and Wraiths? Yes.
What else is under Dol Guldur? Because obviously the Necromancer and the 9 make 1,000 on the nose, which is cool.
What's the mini...
Keeper of the Dungeon?
Keeper of the Dungeon.
That is my favourite model. Has that changed? Because that was my favourite... Sure, like the way it played on the table and thematic, that was my favourite profile.
It's a Hobbit profile, so that's
of course he is. Hopefully though, Dol Guldur is super cool, which I love. Yeah, gonna have to do that. Thank you, Green Tree. Right, gents, need to go eat dinner with Mrs. B. Catch you Friday. Yep. See you Friday night, mate. First bit is on Steve.
Thanks for watching, mate. So yeah, Dol Guldur, I think you can. The best thing to do is to try these lists out and see if they work without the sort of big names in. And I think you'll find a lot of them will.
Yeah.
You can spam them out.
I think so. You can really min-max the troops. And a lot of it as well is what I love. One of the really nice things on the new edition is you take your big heroes, they can lead more than 12, so you're not necessarily losing numbers because you have to take less captains for captain's sake. And you can really get some horrific lists.
Can the new Wraiths individually lead troops?
No idea. That involves me knowing anything. And I don't know anything.
That's true. Yeah, no problem, Andy. It was our pleasure, mate. You've done it for us as well, so we'll keep shouting your name from the rooftops. Glenn says, anyone have any suggestions for a metal Isengard troll missing his left arm? Green stuff.
I reckon if you... I've actually bought, because I got the shield from a troll kit. Just get on eBay, mate, you'll be able to pick up a new left arm.
Yeah, there's lots of stuff on eBay.
If you're talented with green stuff, which would be really cool if you were, and you could show us your work, yeah, but I think a full arm would be a bit of an undertaking. I'd recommend just hitting eBay or the trade group or the GBHL. Someone will probably send you one because you do get a couple of spares in the kit. Yeah. We may actually have something here, so we can have a look, mate.
Yeah.
TNG content plans between now and Christmas. So
Vanguard.
And this was one of our big things that we wanted to get in before Christmas. We hit 2K, which was kind of a personal goal for me and Steve.
Yeah.
Thank you everyone who got us there. And we want to just crack on with what we love. You're going to see some Lord of the Rings, but we want to put a focus on some other stuff.
Yeah, so we're going to do a lot of Vanguard stuff. There's going to be, I mean, content-wise, it's going to be more live stuff.
It's going to become more back rep intense as well. I want to get some Shadespire in. Tom, I want to do some Aristeo with you, buddy, because I know that got you hooked. You're going to see some Vanguard. You're going to see maybe a bit of X-Wing. I've been playing a bit of second edition. I actually get a lot of pleasure out of filming 2 other people play as well.
Yeah.
And the beauty of being at Element Games is if there's systems you want to see, it doesn't matter if we don't play it, just keep letting us know, and I can grab some of our local communities here and get them on camera for you.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
We can make it happen. So content plans between now and Christmas, as I'm sure you guys appreciate, TNG and everyone, real life, some kids and families and stuff. As much as we can possibly do that you guys want to watch and enjoy is kind of all we can aim for, really. Yeah. And if you guys are watching it and supporting us and helping us grow, we'll keep it coming.
Yeah, definitely. Casey says Hunter Orcs with Gundabad Spaceport. Yeah, I mean Hunter Orcs have two dice in attack anyway, and you've got Spaceport, that's 3 dice. And I think like most games, the more, especially Middle Earth, the more dice you've got in a fight, obviously the better chance, because you roll a 6, you're laughing. If you're rolling 3 dice, your opponent's rolling 1 dice, you've got the advantage straight off the bat. So anything that's going to get you more dice is a big plus. Tom Jennings is the keeper plus Necromancer, the 9 at 1,000 points.
Oh, that's so.
Tom, do you know, if you've got the book in front of you, can the 9
lead.
come individually and lead troops or the independent heroes?
Oh, they can. I took them all Witch King and the Dark Headsman leading hunters to stop all
Nice.
this shit. So yeah, they can. So you got some tasty lists
Yeah.
there.
So there you can just treat them as captains, like, but really good ones.
Joe Haldeman, Glenn Seymour, you get, so they're chatting about the troll, which
Yeah.
is good. I was very lucky that my dad, who doesn't play Lord of the Rings anymore, gave me the classic metal Witch King and Felwish and a Balrog with the Fiery Lash. You are very lucky, Glenn.
Yeah.
That is a swag haul.
That Balrog, metal Balrog, is gold dust. I've got one that I've not painted yet. And the only reason I've got it is because I've got a plastic one as well, and the plastic one, moving it around the table is a lot easier than the metal one. It's quite, you need to weigh him down at the bottom and pin him very well.
I don't know if this is controversial or not. I'd like to talk about this, like what gamers do and don't like at some point. Is I hate metal models. I used to love them, and in the early days of me playing Lord of the Rings, I used to chase the metal armies and stuff. Like plastic, resin, fine cast, it just doesn't chip.
No.
Like plastic is my favourite material, and it always used to be. Like I know there's the fail cast stuff. We won't get into that.
No.
But like resin used to be my favourite, but that's a bit like it doesn't chip when it drops, but it probably breaks.
Yeah.
I'll take resin as a second, but give me plastic any day. I'm actually not a fan of metal models.
I get why.
And I think they take paint differently. I don't know if anyone agrees with that. Like,
Oh, they do, yeah.
I think the different materials of model take paint differently. Like, give me a plastic model, and I can work on it all day. Like, I'm having great fun at the moment painting the Lannisters for A Song of Ice and Fire from Simon. Those are some badass single-piece plastics. The Walking Dead minis. I remember I went on a spree and painted like 70 in a month to go down to their kind of like Masters World. I keep calling it Worlds. Apparently, it wasn't. Which is cool, but yeah, I've just gone on a tangent. What was the original point?
Metal models.
Of course.
We just talked about, and no one even asked why you just went off on one.
I'm gonna shut up now.
No, I just like metal models. I think it's the old-fashioned thing of it being metal and there's a bit of weight to it. But other than that, yeah, I don't mind anything. Resin's really nice and plastic's nice. Jellyfish gamer, is it? I can't see. Can't read it. My eyes are going. But he says, Steve, will you be doing any new Lord of the Rings boards for Cheshire? Would you do a vlog of any new boards? Yes.
Always yes.
So there's lots of boards in the pipeline, and we have the Scouring of Cheshire is going to be the finale for next year. So it's a while off yet. But
boy, does that give us time to make it.
But it means I've got a lot of time, and the aim is to have as many boards.
What a way to close out the league as well. For those of you in the GBA channel.
It's going to be really good.
Green tree.
I've had a guest on Eagle sitting, I'm
alright,
box for about 6 months, decided to try and build it yesterday, and when I opened up the model was warped.
Oh no.
Get a hairdryer on it or get a cup of boiling water and just drop it in and it'll go back to its original shape, and it's easier to get together.
Madagascar Eagle is rare as Rocking Horse poo right now as well. Can't get them.
Can
Yeah.
Is it not alright, yeah, well.
chatting to Keith, who works here today, or the other day, and I think he was chatting about it. Casey Rogers asked Steve, he got smashed by it. You're going to have to narrow it down, Tom. Steve's been smashed by pretty much every list in the game, because it's Steve. Yeah. Steve, how did you do against Tom's goal? How did you do against Tom's dog goal there? Have you played it?
That is. Tom, are you talking about the game that I pretty much had in the bag and then threw it away? Is that the one you're talking about? I won it with like an hour to go, and then.
But did you win?
And then like ballsed it up massively. Like, I could have. I don't know what to talk about it. I don't know. It's what cost, isn't it? Steve, how do you? That's what we just want. Joe Holzman, the troll is missing his entire left arm. That's about troll. Martin.
Yep, bye guys, see you Friday, cracking stream. Glad you enjoyed, mate. Take care, buddy. Looking forward to Friday. First beers on Steve.
Yeah, thanks for coming, man.
Everyone's saying bye to Martin. Bye bye, Martin. And then, yeah, try the hairdryer trick. You actually helped me with that with some Iron Hills, and I was kind of like warming it for 4 seconds. If I had any input on that, don't be afraid of really getting it warm. I was being terrified. I'm like, they keep bending, and Steve come in, just nuked it straight back, and then you just blew on it to cool it down as opposed to dipping it.
Yeah, another thing is if you're doing it with a hairdryer,
keep it moving.
Have a cold cup of water as well. So when you get to the shape you want, dip it in the cold water and it'll stay that shape. But definitely, yeah, hairdryer is a good shout for the Eagle. I heard the Eagles are quite hard to put together anyway. Finecast ones.
Yeah, one of the guys was chatting about it here today, and he said it just completely misaligns like the point.
Yeah. I think it is just like in transit, or if it's been on a shelf somewhere, and the sun's been at any point that it's been on that shelf, then it's gonna warp. So if you get a hairdryer on it, you'll be all right. You guys go into the Mantic Open Day November 10th.
So someone asked me before, am I going to SteamCon? And I was like, it's more of a no than a yes. That's going to be why. I'm literally on the fence, and we were chatting maybe about going down early and doing some filming, and plus. Me and the T&G boys and that nice Lee have got a plan to go and have some beers in Nottingham and make a bit of a weekend on it. So more than likely, yes, Mark.
Yeah. Casey says, thanks guys, we'll try the hairdryer trick on my Mirkwood Palace Guard and Ranger Captains. Yeah, I'll definitely work on infantry models.
How's Palace Guard plastic?
Palace Guard are plastic. Mirkwood Palace Guard, unless it just means Mirkwood Warriors. Because they're Finecast. They're a nightmare, to be fair.
Tom says I'm going to the bloody open day. There we go. It's in stone. I'm going to the bloody open day. Job done. The captains are resin. Sorry. Palace Guard and Ranger captains.
Right, okay.
Captains. That's me being an idiot and can't read.
Yeah.
They are resin actually. Nice models.
Yeah, really very nice. I've still got them in blister.
I just still don't think they're that hot. I think they're just very middle of the road. The other elf stuff's better.
Yeah, see, I go for most stuff, aesthetically.
Although we done well at doubles with a. Yes. Well, I wasn't there for most of it. We did well at 7 stones with it one year, and then we came third at Harry and Jamie's Stockport doubles last year. I came third. I wasn't even here day 2. Steve had to hold me up.
Yeah, the only game we lost. Jay played it.
Alan Liddell will not let me forget that he stepped in, but we came third with a Lake Town Mirkwood mix, didn't we? That was good fun. Yeah. Do you run tournaments ourselves? Yes, we do. So I run Vengeance, which was I need to get rid of my generic tagline. Was the world's biggest Guild Ball event.
Manchester's biggest Guild Ball
singles, not team event. I run a 128-man Guild Ball event every year. Announcements are going out for that today. We've been a bit stalled because I'm really bad at editing video. But yes, so I run that, and I'm also planning a WoW West Exodus tournament for very early next year. What about yourself?
I've run Scouring in Cheshire, which is a Middle-earth SPG tournament. 3 years I've done.
Yeah, I got involved last year, which was the 3rd year.
Yeah. So 3 years I've done, and I just really wanted to run an event, the kind of event I wanted to attend, if that makes sense. Because I went to a lot of really cool events and took sort of the best bits out of all the events, and I put that into mine, plus the custom boards, which
that's the USP, isn't it? Yeah.
Which no one else really does. A lot of people have custom terrain, but the custom boards is the thing, and I think that's what makes Scouring stand out. And I'm really proud of it, to be honest. And Jay's on board now, so he can help. And we're going to be at Element Games from now on, so we've got a cracking venue. Everything's already here, so setting up and packing away is going to be a doddle.
One thing I would say, guys, if any of you play any of the systems we mentioned, our events are run with community first in mind. So if you want to come and just hang out and meet us and have a beer and play with like-minded people who don't care if you've played one game or a million games, roll some dice and have some fun, then make sure you check out our events. You'll find everything we do in mass posted over in the Top Table Gaming community page, which we're trying to build as a community resource for you guys to chat outside of this live stream, share the stuff you're working on. So get over there and check it out.
And we'll be doing a lot more tournaments, not just for Middle Earth and not just for Guild Ball. Vanguard, we'll probably try and do something for that if possible.
Let's go.
We're going to just try and see if we can get a good gaming community in and around this area, and hopefully people will come from around the UK like they do for the events, the successful events we're already running. Yeah. And if we can do that for other systems, that would be awesome.
Keep your eyes peeled as well. Now, I in my brain, I'll claim it's my idea, but it was definitely Tom's, and I forgot because I do that with him a lot. Tom had the great idea, and me and him are going to collab on running a multi-system charity event as well. So regardless of what you play, there will be room for you to come down, and we're going to put might not necessarily be OP, and you can come and just casual play or play different games, but we'd love to put a charity event on this year as well. Maybe next year at this point. So that's something in the pipeline as well. One thing I'd love to do, I've not even chatted to you about this yet, I think we should really try and arrange, not an event or a tournament, but like a Christmas channel get together.
Yes.
So anyone who can make it over to Manchester, we'll put something on for the day, and it gives us all an opportunity to play some board games together, or the games we've chatted about on stream, and just hang out and have a bit of a Christmas party, if you would.
Plus it's my birthday 2 days after Christmas, so you just can't buy me a drink.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to do another one in March now.
I only need 3 drinks and then I'm wasted, right?
Yeah. So yes, we do run events, and any of you watching who haven't attended one, we'd love to get you down to one so you can come and meet us in person. Because we appreciate you guys checking out what we do.
So there's a bit of talk about the hairdryer trick, what people are getting on, which is cool. If you use Stimurex, hot water is fine also. At Throne of Angels, thanks my mounted Elrond sword, it's slightly wonky. Yeah, Elrond sword is always wonky in the fine cast version, and the hairdryer will do it.
Yeah.
Glenn, that might be less pressure and more casual fun to turn up at a tournament and just hang out.
I hate the word tournament, it's why I say event.
Yeah, I mean, before I went to a tournament, I must have been putting off going to a tournament for 12 months because of what I envisaged a tournament to be. And when I went to a tournament, I couldn't have been further from what it actually is. Don't get me wrong, there's probably, every tournament I go to, there's about 10% of the people that are there who are there to compete and try and win and do the best that they can do, and get their win-loss ratio better, which is fine if that's what they go for. Brilliant, do you know what I mean? But then the other 90% are guys who have spent X amount of time painting a really themey, cool army. They just want to get it on the table and have some cool thematic battles with you. And it's just, and Jay mentioned before, I met Jay through gaming, but I've met so many people at tournaments, not just in the UK, people from around the world that both of us speak to on a regular, almost daily.
Yeah, exactly.
Almost daily speak to, because you've got that thing in common that you've not got with your normal friends that you hang out with. You know what I mean. The normal non-nerdy friends. But yeah, so definitely do it, and I think you'll be pleasantly surprised how relaxed that these tournaments can be. I go for the social. I go to go out on a Saturday night and have a laugh with everyone.
We do. Jellyfish Gamer 2s, I think that reads. My bad eyes. Scouring is the first event I attended, and it really is worth going to. Steve is a great host, and that team up gets used well. I broke my scouring mug. I need to do one. We're going to have to do some more this year. Yeah,
I'm going to get some more mugs later. So,
normal friends.
Jellyfish Gamer, who are you then? Because obviously I don't recognise the Jellyfish Gamer name. Have we established this already?
No, not yet.
Who are you, Jellyfish Gamer?
Normal friends. That was brutal.
Come on, you all know what I'm talking about. You have normal friends, and then you have gaming nerdy friends. It's about it.
I can only apologise for this guy. We're still in the mid-20s in people checking us out. That is awesome, guys. Thank you for listening to our boring Wednesday night.
How you doing, mate?
Oh, Joe Grokups, of course.
Yeah, how you doing, pal? It's good to have you in.
Yeah.
What's with the Jellyfish Game Man? Is that just like an old school tag from when you were like 14, 15?
Name for this year. Horrific. To be fair, we're 90 minutes in. Steve offending someone at that point is pretty good going, right?
I've done well.
You have done well. I'm proud of you. So
I'll just say it how I see it.
Really appreciate you guys giving us some great topic ideas. We've already got some wicked ideas. I'm looking forward to covering some of the ones that have been thrown up. And in case we've missed any when the chat got crazy, we'll make sure we go back and check it out.
Jellyfish, haha, no, it's my gaming channel, not being as on it these days. I'll check that. I don't think I've seen that then, so I will check that out. Do you cover all systems, or is it just like Lord of the Rings based? Glenn's saying, I think the Plastic Fellowship would be the handiest thing to bring.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
When is the Scouring of Cheshire?
End of December 2019.
It's December 2019. That much we can confirm right now. As soon as we have more information, you will be the first to get it. And TNG Production says #special friends. Yes, we are #special friends.
Yeah, there's no filters on Top Table. We just say it.
Steve just says it.
#no filter.
Okay, guys, we've got another 30 minutes before we're gonna wrap up this first show. I'm gonna say again, thank you for checking in. But before we go, let's have a couple of minutes of you guys just throwing in your ideas for naming this show.
Yeah, so
let's see what you want to get.
Let's get some names.
We've got some wicked future episodes, which will no doubt spur on future episodes. And don't forget, guys, if you ever think of something you want us to see us cover on a Wednesday night that you want to watch live, or maybe just watch back and hear our opinions on, stick it in the Top Table Gaming Community Facebook page, and we will be there. #special friends. Glyn meant flight-wise. Yeah, it absolutely would. If you're willing to get on a flight and come and attend one of our events, the beers are on me, my friend.
Yeah,
definitely. Be wicked to meet you as well.
Tales from the Top Table's not bad.
Tales from the Top Table. Top Table Tales. Ooh, that'll get a tongue twister. James Joel is here. Sup, bros?
Where have you been, brother?
You said 8 o'clock.
I know.
James got this. It's not acceptable, man.
I like James. He's got good taste in music. I've said this before.
Throne of Angels, #filtered friend. We definitely need a filter for this guy. Yeah, James Gilroy is a good friend of the channel and a regular in these streams, which is appreciated.
And he's regular to the Manchester events as well.
He is. Why does he want to sit watching us so often? That's the thing that baffles me. But no, we appreciate you being in, buddy, especially given you've had a hectic day.
What's good taste in music? Oh, that's a can of worms. Do we really want to open that can of worms?
Steve likes anyone who wears a parka and has a bowl haircut.
Well, I like proper music. I like guitars, drums. I'm not into this all this what do you call it, canned music these days, pop music.
Anything. I'm not a fan of anything made on a machine.
No.
I love everything.
Yeah, I mean, I've not done much this year, but I like to go to a lot of gigs and live music festivals and things like that.
We went to a gig last year, didn't we? We went to the, was it the Cortinas?
No,
it was Noel Gallagher.
Yeah, it wasn't last year.
Was that not last year?
About 2 or 3 years ago.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Oh God, I've never been that long.
About 2 or 3 years ago.
Was it the
and that
Have
was,
we been to 2?
Check this out, we went to Noel Gallagher gig at Manchester Arena, and when we were going in, what's his name, recognised me.
Oh, he's still living off the crust of this. I don't know.
What's his name?
Steve got recognised from YouTube in the MEN at a Noel Gallagher gig, and he's told me every day since.
He's been there because I can see him there. He's a good mate of mine, and I can't remember his name. Anyway, I got recognised going in. He said, "Oh, are you Steve? Are you GBHL Steve?" And I wasn't GBHL Steve then. He said, "You?" And I was like, "Yeah." I'd had 3 pints and I was wasted. I was like, "Yeah." James stood next to me.
Hiya, mate. Remember Steve?
I didn't recognise him. He had a face on him all night. He slapped ass all night.
So, anyway, Green Tree says, "Good man." Yeah, you're welcome, man. We're wicked to have you here. Top Table Talk, not bad. Age of the Top Table. Ooh, that sounds epic. Top Table Live, that's a great idea. Ooh, there we go. It's not that. That's the kind of default one we started with, but we are up at welcome to mix it. Green Tree, watched Noel play about 2 months back.
Yeah, good man. Nice. I like Noel a lot. I'm not overly keen on his new stuff, to be fair. He's gone a bit sort of posh Londoner, but yeah, I still like him. Prefer the older stuff.
Go and see more. Top Table Live agreed. Top Table Live's going down well.
Top Table Live, yeah. Stephen Barnard, get shirtless.
I think he needs back rep.
Yeah, get shirtless.
There isn't a wide angle lens good enough for me, mate.
You don't want to see us shirtless, mate.
Dad bod back rep.
You have to say that's going to be a thing now, isn't it? Dad bod back rep.
The dad bod back rep. I hate when you see my profile. Anyway, what else we got? Liam's new stuff is better.
Yes,
I'd agree with that.
Yes. I really like off Liam's new album, a song called Chinatown. I don't know if you know it. It's a really good song. Check that out.
As I said, Steve likes anyone wearing a parka.
Yeah.
Get shirtless back rep. No, not good for us.
Oh.
Dad bod back reps coming soon. Top table game.
Dad bod back rep. That's a crack.
That would be good fun, wouldn't it?
Well,
not for me.
Fun. I don't know.
Alright.
So Top Table Live is pretty much what we called it before we had a name.
Yeah, it's like we'll just put this in as a placeholder, and it's just that just shows that I've got my finger on the pulse. You know that, right? But now, wicked. If Top Table Guys what you like, it's your show. We're doing it for you guys to watch. Then Top Table Live will be what it is.
It's short, straight to the point. It's got our name in it.
Wicked. Good stuff. So who else is watching, guys? There's 30 of you watching now, which is amazing. If you've not spoke up, let us know you are here. We'll give you a shout out and let everyone else know what you're about, and we'll start building this little community we're working on. When's the next live table terrain building, Steve?
The next? I've not
Has
done
there been
one.
a first?
I don't think I've done one. I did a series, didn't I, how to build a table.
The first one will be the next one, though, so it's okay.
Top Table Live or at the Top Table.
I think terrain may be a little bit off. I'm speaking kind of on Steve's behalf here because there's still a lot of improvements we want to do in the studio.
Yes.
To make as much content and the best content we can for you. So we are going to get the studio absolutely humming. Also as well, if anybody in here wants to come down and meet me and Steve and hang out and grab some grub, or
why you want to do that, I don't know. But
or play some games on camera, like even if it's a system we don't know, you guys are welcome to rock up, teach us a game, and we'll throw some dice. And even if you don't want it on camera, like, doors always open, let us know, get in touch, we'd love to play some games.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Quinn is back. James Gilroy.
Going to the league finale. League finale is...
Who's got it?
Where's the league finale this year?
It's Sam. No, it's not Sam.
Where is it, James, remind me. Top Table Guys. See,
You've just read Jess's comment. You got that one, mate.
I'm not even going to say that one.
Steve's called me out of a time when I cheated against him because I kind of tabled him. Top Table Live is better than my suggestion of 2 guys, 1 dice cup. Yes, it is. Steve Bonner, no fake Burley, so I played Steve with my Gundabad Berserker list.
He does it all
and I gave
the
him
time.
the Burley special rule. Me and Steve were stood there going, my God, they're amazing for the points. Then I played Callum Eden's game 2 and he's like, they don't have that rule. And I had to run back to Steve and I'm like, I will concede my game, I'm sorry. That was rough and I felt real bad, but he's a nice guy and we got past it.
Yeah, he's a good lad, Steve.
Chester and Flames is the league finale. That's not too far for us. It's only an hour away.
It's a possibility. What date's it on? There's a possibility. We may
come for a day.
Whether we play or not is a different matter. It's just a really busy time. I've not been to what events have I been to? I don't think I've been to any that are not in Manchester.
Not this year. Like 2-3 years ago, we were all over. We were in London.
Yeah.
We hit the Lord of the Rings scene hard, but we're focusing on the channel, guys. Like, we had this chat the other day. It's like, do we sign up for events? But we're really enjoying putting the time into making content for you. Hope you're enjoying it as well.
One thing that I would like to do, and I thought about this through the week, and I've not had a chance to speak to you about it. I don't know how you feel about it, but stuff like that. If we do go, we could go and sort of review the event while we're there.
Yeah.
Do a bit of content, speak to players, speak to the TOs, and it's good for the TO because it advertises their event. B, it's good for us because we get a night away and we get a load of content.
Yeah.
And it also lets you guys see what the tournament's like.
Another suggestion we've got as well. We've got doubles coming up in Stockport, Harry and Callum's event this year. And would you like to see that streamed?
That'd be interesting.
Word. Ryan Wood, hello there. I'm new to SBG and I'm loving it. Well, welcome, Ryan.
Good man.
You are in the right place to find a lot of SBG nuts. What armies you playing? How are you finding the game so far? Have you got any advice? Don't ask us, we're amateurs.
Where are you from, Ryan?
Yeah, let us know, buddy. James Gilroy, do player chats. Yes,
yeah.
I used to love that from some of the old vintage GBHL, like little player interview segments. I used to do them at some of the Guild Ball events.
Yeah. Jess says it's a real golden age in gaming at the minute. Brilliant.
It is.
It feels like it is.
It really is.
It feels like it is, and I didn't know whether that was just me because of the new rules release for Middle Earth. That's what I play.
It's everything.
But I also am dipping my toe in different things.
I want to cover this in the license thing. I think licensed games are a big part to playing this because we don't just have Warhammer, which created its own world, and fantasy, which are their own laws now in its right. But like, we can play Game of Thrones now. Yeah. We can play The Walking Dead now. Like we can go and play Dark Souls, the board game, or Horizon Zero Dawn, or
and it's familiar.
I'm looking at my shelf. We can play Star Wars games, right? Yeah. We've got so many other emotional connections to the things we can now play on the tabletop. Yeah. That I think that really adds in the immersion and game design. We're just getting treated with so many great games right now. Everybody here must have the problem that we've got too many systems that we tell ourselves we're going to play but never actually get to. It's because we're spoiled, and that is going to be something that I'm going to talk about in a different episode. Yeah. Steve, come to Sterling 2019. Sterling.
I can't.
Sterling is the one. It's your anniversary, right?
No. They always have it the weekend where it's like near bonfire night. And we go to an organised. I've got kids.
Yeah.
I can't do stuff like that. So
Sterling's the one.
You need to have your event on weekends, like random, non-eventful weekends, and then I'll come.
I think Sterling's the one in the calendar that I've not got to out of the big profile ones that I really need to.
I've wanted to
top
go
of my hit list, bud.
I've wanted to go there since playing because
the night out looks wicked as well.
Yeah, and the stories you hear from the night out and the event itself. Like I am really jealous. I really want to go, but I just can't go when it's like bonfire night weekend. It just can't be done. Can't be done. Quinn says TTG roving reporters.
Good work.
We are roving reporters. That's what we're going to do. Yeah. Ryan Wood. I'm from South Wales, but I'm English. And Khazad-dûm start.
Cool start.
Khazad-dûm are really cool. Don't watch Sam Page in the latest battle.
Spoilers. If you check the, I think 2 videos previously on our YouTube channel, mate, make sure you subscribe.
Yeah.
But we can help you with our faction reviews and stuff. You'll see Khazad-dûm being used not quite optimally.
Yeah.
Imperial Assault. Yeah. Do you know what? I've tried X-Wing. I'm loving that at the moment. I played a lot of Armada for a while. I've obviously played Legion. Imperial Assault's the one I've not checked out, so tell me why I should, man.
Yeah. I played Imperial Assault with Matt Woods. It was alright, it's a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Jess says, gaming in general, it's amazing. Tabletop games of all kinds, endless RPGs. The geek have inherited the earth.
Yes,
apparently, I read an article that a lot more of the younger generation are sort of coming off consoles and things like that, computers, and are going into our nerdy world, basically, which is a cool thing. Steve says, Steve, when's bonfire night next year? Same night every year, mate. 5th of November. Same night every year. But obviously, then it depends which weekend it's closer to. But the last, I think, 3 Sterling events have been on that weekend.
Butler, late reply, have to go back to work, boo. Lorien at the moment, Rohan and Isengard, which is turning all scouts. I have an all scout or economy, it's fun. The move 8 catches people out. And I'm mad for a lead mounted army. And Angmar and Moria, so you sound like you've got a lot of work to do, but they all sound like amazing armies.
For some Minas Tirith army, is it?
Yes, of course.
And Angmar and Moria, yeah.
So make sure you keep us updated in the Facebook.
Yeah, all good choices, all very good choices.
So many great IPs, Star Wars, Firefly, Hellboy, list is endless, you are right.
Brilliant.
All great offerings and all real cool ways to level up your gaming. Throne of Angels, alright boys, time to get back to work. I've games to make. Jay sent you a message. Cheers Derek, you are a legend my friend. Thanks for coming in. Good to have you in from across the pond, my friend.
Yeah. Ryan Wood.
Sam Page.
Awful use of Khazad-dûm. Yeah, it was an awful use of Khazad-dûm. To be fair, I think because Khazad-dûm is a good list and Sam's a very good player. He knows the rules very, very well. And I think normally he would have smashed me, but I think because he's not played against the Balrog with that. I don't think he's played against the Balrog in the new rules before.
No.
I think it was. He knew how tough it was going to be, but I think it was a shock.
Yeah. You pulling his banner out. We don't give more spoilers, and that was good. But stuck a pic of my Glorfindel on the page. Cheers, buddy. What we're going to do is from next week, we'll be able to share those as we're talking live. So I'm going to check that out when we're done. Aragon, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I'm also building Rohan, Isengard, Mordor, Minas 2, Angmar, Moria. Ryan, you sound like you've done what we all did when we were new to the game, which is dive in with both feet.
Yeah.
Do you guys play any card games? The Lord of the Rings LCG from Fantasy Flight? I do.
I don't.
I've played Lord of the Rings not Lord of the Rings. I've played Game of Thrones LCG from Fantasy Flight. I bet it's about 3 years now. Matt Woods, if you're still in, do you know how long have you been playing? Because I can probably work it out. In fact, I know how long. 2.5 years, because I went to Nationals 2 years ago and recently with Chris. I love that. I've tried Netrunner and L5R as well. I enjoyed them, but I didn't have time for more than one, so I picked Game of Thrones. I have tried the Lord of the Rings LCG. It's wicked because it's co-op and you're doing quests against the evil stuff. I'd love to break it out sometime. There is now a fully digital version on Steam, but I don't like that.
Well, Andy Sharp plays it.
Oh, does he?
Get Andy Sharp in, yeah. He's got them all.
Is that something you guys would want to see? We can make it happen.
Yeah, because they're quite easy to film then as well.
Yeah.
Gavin says you guys should abandon your normal lives and do this all day, every day. Break.
Are you gonna pay the bills, Gavin?
You pay me, man. You pay my mortgage. I'm there. I'll do this all day.
You keep us fed and watered, and we will do this forever.
We missed one from Glenn.
We did. Tested the Balrog versus the Fellowship last weekend. Sam and Frodo did a wound each in combat. Lads, they must have needed like 6s by 6s.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you proved that that's doable.
It's easy. It's easy that. Easy.
Couldn't help but feel that if Sam had the Vault Wardens and Mardin facing up against the Balrog on the left side, then he would have stood a much better chance. Maybe. It's always really interesting watching a battle report back because it's a very different experience to actually playing in. And
what you're forgetting is you're playing against a tactical genius. So.
And the thing is, Sam actually, what he did wasn't, like, as much as he lost a lot of stuff, if the game ended kind of the first 2 turns that he could, he'd have won the game. Like, Sam went for probably knowing he was going to get, like, smashed by the Balrog, but he thought he could have done better into the Goblin side of things. He went aggressive and scored all 4 of the objectives. It was actually a legit strategy. Sometimes it pays off, sometimes it doesn't.
I was rolling very well even with normal goblins against his like hazards and everything. So it was just unlucky.
Jez Hunt, future stuff. Top table spotlight. Having a look at people's minis or simulator. I really like that. Giving pointers if people got stuck. Absolutely. If we feel qualified to, there's some of you out there that are a lot better than us. Yeah. And give thanks and show that stuff. I think that's a great idea. That is actually a really good idea.
Yeah.
I'd love to give you guys a platform to show off your stuff. Jez, that's a great idea. Do us a favour, mate. Pop me a message on Facebook. Let's spitball that idea a bit further and see if we can make it a thing. Green Tree, looking forward to seeing what everyone is working on next week. Good. That's one of the things we want to bring on the stream.
I think it's something that like not a lot of people are doing. So we're kind of run with it. We definitely want to get you guys involved, so it's not just us 2 talking. You know, we can get stuff that you're doing up on screen and all talk about it together. That'd be brilliant.
Green Tree, looking forward to seeing what everyone's working on. I'll have to have a look at this Facebook thing so I can send some pics.
Definitely.
Do it, man. It'd be wicked to have a constant method of communication with you. Balrog got killed after smiting Boromir, Merry, and Pippin, and Gandalf in 8 turns. Nice. Mark, Green Tree, you can also add normal friends on Facebook too.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
Do accept Freddo checks for Freddos. I've had enough Freddos. I'm alright. Steve might, he's good.
I'm not. I like Freddos, they're alright.
So how will you share your picks? So if you're over in the Top Table Gaming community, you'll see this evening, just before the stream went live, I put a post up that just said stream thread. We'll do that every week, and then as we said, we'll spend 20 minutes chatting about a subject, and then we'll maybe engage with you guys for 10 minutes. In that time, we will check the thread, and if we want to show off some of your work, or if you want us to, we're going to have the facility to pop it up on screen.
Yeah, we're going to be able to grab pictures from
probably
Facebook
where you
put
see
them on here somewhere.
the episode 1 we need a name.
There.
Yeah, that is tricky, isn't it?
There.
Your hand's disappeared. Green screen. Oh, spooky. That's where we're going to stick it, guys. All right. Credit to Sam though. The dwarves should have ripped through the goblins. Yeah, they should. I think he was really hoping on swinging around that side, but there's the dice.
Genius.
6s. We need a top table version of Hangout and Paint. Yeah, that'd be cool. We could even do that. Because the plan for these streams, guys, is we're going to do them every second Wednesday. Let me finish. He's got a good idea. We're going to do them every second Wednesday.
Very often.
But if you guys are enjoying it and you want us to try and make this weekly, we'll do what we can to do that. But that could be a really good one. If, say, we filmed on a Wednesday, and the Wednesday after we are both free, we could do a sit and paint one, which is a bit less intensive for us, and we can still get some hobby time and still engage with you guys. Would that be something you'd want to watch, and us try and set up some sort of side camera so we could show you what we're working on?
Because we could get people in.
That'd be baller, wouldn't it?
We get painters in, so if you want to come in and paint our stuff for us here live, talk about it. That'd be amazing.
What else?
Real things that could happen.
What's your good idea before we move
That
on?
was it.
Oh, right. So exactly what you said. Cool.
Yeah.
Who needs normal friends? Exactly right, Steve. Awesome stream, guys. Tom, thank you for watching, mate. I know you're super busy.
Cheers, dude.
I will reply about us hooking up next week, and we'll hang out. Glenn Seymour, could you put the affiliate link for EG on the Facebook group, please? Yes.
Is it not in the about?
Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to check the about section, but if not, rest assured that by this time tomorrow it will be in there. And if you guys click on that and then do your shopping on the Element Games site, the website does know that you've got that from us.
And if you go onto the Facebook group and you can't see it, if you just got the search option, if you're on a PC, it's on your left. If you're doing it on your phone, it's on the top bar. If you just search Element Games, or anything that we've posted that's got Element Games in it, you'll be on there. So just find it. If you can't find it, drop one of us a PM and we'll sort it out then.
James Gilray should do a Google Hangout. Yeah, that could be cool. So that gives them the opportunity to have audio as well.
Ah, right, yeah.
So that's a good idea. That could get a bit nuts with 30 of us all trying to talk. What we could do is though, we'll look at that in the future. We'll put a post up and we'll maybe grab like 6 of you, and then we'll have like 8 of us who can actually talk, and then maybe the rest of the
control that then?
I think so. James will look into that, mate. If you know more about it, feel free to ping us a message. If it's content you want and we've got the time to make it, why wouldn't we, right?
We want to do all sorts. I mean, we want to get guests on.
Yeah.
You know, maybe.
Do you want to come on this? Do you want to come be in this? Do you want to sit where Steve is?
Have you got a game you want to plug? You know, if you're making a game, you've got a Kickstarter, or if you've got a new system coming out, or, you know, give us a shout.
What we're here for.
We'll chat about it.
We want to celebrate other YouTube channels, other content creators, other communities, other games. We're here as people who love games and playing games, just wanting to make sure we all enjoy that a bit more. And Glyn, cheers lads, pretty legendary episode 1.
Thanks, Glyn.
My man.
Legend yourself, mate.
Mark, great first episode, guys. Enjoyed it. Mark, great having you here, mate. Really good seeing you interacting in the comments. We appreciate you guys being here. It's been pretty awesome, hasn't it?
Well, this is the thing. I think
2 hours has flown.
It does fly by.
We're an hour 45 in, and although my throat's getting a bit sore, I am enjoying this a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot of
It's
fun.
really nice and gay. I mean, me and Steve are very active in our Facebook groups and other gaming communities. Any platform that will give me a chance to interact with people is cool with me. Don't forget, guys, are you all subscribed to the Top Table Gaming YouTube channel? I would be very upset if you are not, so please do that, that helps.
Casey says, did you discuss name ideas? We've touched on it a couple of times. We
Just
say
a few.
People just throw stuff at us. So if you've got any ideas, Casey, by all means. At the minute, we've had a couple of people saying Top Table Live.
People are actually digging the one we put in as a placeholder. Let's hear your stuff though, man.
We've had a few different ideas, so yeah, drop them in the comments, and what we're going to do is once this stream is over, we'll go back through all the comments and dig out all the names, and we'll see which ones we like.
Casey mentioned Table Talk on Facebook. You did.
I like Table Talk. I like Table Talk. I like Top Table Talk. I like Top Table Live.
Yeah, it's all good. Really appreciate the input, guys.
The show with no name. I like that.
The show with no name.
Yeah.
It's awful.
It's different.
Can everybody please go into the Facebook comments and tell Steve that the show with no name is awful?
Or go in there and say the show with no name is a brilliant name, and you want it, and you tune in every Wednesday, even though we're fortnightly.
Yeah, exactly. They're going to be bored half the time. Talk over the table. Talk. Tabley tableness. I love Talkity McTable Talk. Can we please call this Talkity McTable Talk?
Welcome to Talkity McTable Talk.
My name is Talky McTable, and this is Table McTalking. Wow.
Your nameable.
Yeah. There's some wicked ideas, dude. Thank you for throwing them in. Talkity McTable Talk.
I think we've got a new.
Maybe the unofficial name.
I think we've got a new leader.
We do. It's up there. Tabley tableness and Talkity McTable Talk. Couldn't say that after a pint.
3.
Yeah. Oh, funny.
So I didn't expect to get this many of you guys watching.
It's great.
Having 25 people take 2 hours out of their evening to come and watch us talk nonsense.
We're sat in a room.
It's crazy.
But it's massively appreciated. Going to do any painting tutorials? I'll be quite honest with you. I won't be, because I don't feel qualified enough. That being said, we have chatted to people about doing some painting videos for the channel.
Yes.
A certain Mancunian, very prolific painter.
I'd really like to get someone in who can do little, just like
5 minute.
Yeah, sort of just boom, 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 rather than a long, drawn out. Someone painting a mini that you wouldn't paint. Rather, it'd be better to get techniques for painting certain things like cloth or armour or skin.
Yeah, exactly.
But I mean, that's a bit off yet, because we've not even had a conversation with the people that we'd like to get on. So possibly.
Bat reps is kind of the short-term focus, but that's kind of future. Once we're giving you consistent bat reps for multiple systems, that's kind of the next step of growth.
Yeah, we need to grow a bit. If we can go to a painter and say, look, we've got X amount of people who watch our shows, then that really helps. So I mean, you guys can help with that by sharing the videos and sharing the Facebook group.
Nice.
Do you like that?
Nice. Oh.
If you guys can do that, then in return we'll try and make things like that happen.
Fluffy Crow and Cheesy J. Glenn, get out of the stream right now.
Glenn knows his onions.
He's wrong.
Glenn knows his onions, let me tell you.
He knows his onions.
Yes, knows his
What the
onions.
hell is that?
That's a thing.
No one says he knows his onions.
Yes, they do.
No.
I've been saying that for years.
No.
You don't say it.
I am as fluffy as they come. Theme Finnegan, they call me. Well, I call myself. Glenn, it's been a pleasure having you in tonight, mate. You've been back in all our streams and stuff. Jason, what about fluff? Lots of floats do the crunchy stuff, but fluff is lacking a bit. Yeah? Fluff could be covered?
I tell you what, yes and no. So it's like I mentioned before about tournaments, you're having that 10% of people who are really sort of focused on winning. But I find people will go into this is the thing, if you read Facebook group, people will go, oh, what do you think of this list, what do you think about this list? But when you go to tournaments, I think there's quite a lot of like fluffy, themey armies.
There is.
I really do. I think generally people just want to have fun with it.
Will we see you at the Element Community Painting Days? I think this is Nick. I think Nick Moore's in.
Alright, okay.
And yes, I'm going to come down. I'm going to try and pick up some tips from you, Nick. I love your work. Nick's been doing a lot of classes lately.
Nice.
His stuff is on point. Painting is kind of my next year. 2019, I want to really see how far I can push my painting.
Yeah, I'm similar. But my painting has gone down in. I thought I was at a level where I was all right, and then it's just dropped. And I think it's just because I've not been painting, and when I do paint, I'm trying to get.
The thing is, there's a bit of a curse for getting stuff done for camera as well, because you stop painting to see what you can achieve. You start painting to get it kind of like base coat wash. Does it look great on camera? And it's a curse when you want to become a better painter, because we're trying to just get as much stuff done for camera. What if you keep Top Table Live as the main title and have a specific subtitle for each episode? Example, Top Table Live Painting, Top Table Live Event Review. Really good idea. I think we could do that for anything we do live. Nice. Themes from the top table. Green Tree. Something that put me off the hobby in the past was the fact that I was no good at painting the minis. But I'm learning. Good. So many things I would love to buy, but I'm not good enough yet. Now that, Green Tree, as wicked as you've been tonight, is nonsense. You are better than you think. I reckon if you go and push yourself on these really pretty things, you might find that your painting will come on leaps and bounds. I think my painting got 85% to where I am today in the first 12 weeks of painting. Because I only started painting 2 years ago.
Yeah, I think a lot of a mistake that a lot of people make is buying some minis, going on YouTube, watching some painting tutorials, and then trying to do it, and then looking at what they've got and looking at what's on the screen, and it's miles apart. Yeah. Learn the basics first.
The dude on the screen's been doing it 30 years. You can't compare yourself.
No, block in your colours neatly. If you're neat, that's half the battle. If you block in your colours neatly, so you get your skin tone, your browns, your blacks, your metals, and you dip it, you'll be amazed at how good it is. If you get that neat, start off with a good foundation.
Some of my stuff still doesn't go any further than that.
Yeah.
And you learn how to make it look good with those steps.
Trust me, that's how I started to get better. Because I was like that. I used to go on YouTube and think, oh, I want to do that. I want to do wet blending. I want to do this. I was trying to do too much before I even knew the basics. Get all your basics. Just basic block colours in first, and then just wash it, and you'll be amazed how cool it looks.
Do you know what?
And then
as
you
well,
can go from there.
Make sure you're sharing. If you are going to join the Facebooks, Green Tree, share your stuff in the group. People will be super welcoming.
Yeah.
Give you tips and plenty of support. It's a lovely bunch over there, and we can't wait for you to be a part of that, and we'll all help each other get better.
We've lost some of the messages, so I'm going to go back on the.
No, it's okay. Top Table Live, Midnight Hour, Triple X edition. You know it, TNG Productions. That's going to happen.
Casey Rogers says, what model, any game system, have you enjoyed painting the most?
Oh, I'm going to give you a few.
Mine.
I've got a few. Some of the Guild Ball models are just insanely good to paint. Russ Charles is, for me, the best sculptor on the planet.
Yeah.
Incredible the work he does. I really enjoy painting the Aristeia set. I can't give you one because I love toys. Steve, what's yours? Because I've got no answer here.
Forge World Randall.
Yeah?
Without a doubt.
Nice. Forge World on the Elk with the scenic base, right?
Yeah.
That is a beautiful.
Love the model and just loved every second of painting it. And probably close second to that is another Middle Earth model, Percy.
Nice.
Percy's a really nice model.
Green Tree says, I've actually uploaded a few vids in the past few days of some stuff I've worked on, but I'll defo join the Facebook. Well, I can't wait for you to join the Facebook, Green Tree.
Yeah.
Because I want to check that stuff out, and make sure when you do join the Facebook, because you have to use your real world name, you let us know it's you posting, mate. It'd be good to get you as a friend on there and get chatting. I need me a Forge World Thranduil.
It's amazing.
It is good, isn't it?
Best model in the range, in my opinion.
Good. Should we do a couple more and then wrap up?
Yeah, so Casey Rogers is just giving Green Tree some encouragement about, it's about enjoying what you're doing and not comparing it to what you're seeing on YouTube or wherever else, and trying to run before you can walk. As long as you're enjoying what you're doing and you're getting enjoyment from it, that's the main thing.
Yep, that's why we do this hobby.
He says, I have a friend who blocks in colours, washes and then touches with highlights and his base colour.
Basically what I do.
Yeah. That's the best bit of advice I was ever given and I stand by it.
After Christmas, I'd happily come over for a weekend and film back reps. Dude, Glyn, doesn't even matter if we don't film. You're willing to come over, mate. Where are you coming from?
No,
of course.
Yeah, no,
yeah, get yourself over, Glyn. We'll try and make a couple of days of it of a weekend and we will hang out. Casey said, I only started painting my minis a year ago. I enjoy it more than I ever thought and found it less difficult and frustrating than I thought it would be.
I started painting because it was an escape from the stresses of, I'm self-employed, I work for myself. I have kids, you can get stressed, and painting just sort of took me away from all that and
yeah, exactly, right.
And that was, I still, even though I don't do it as much, painting's probably the most enjoyable part.
As I alluded
to terrain building.
Yeah, as I alluded to earlier, I got back into the hobby. I just had a baby. Not me personally, that would have hurt. And
now he's having another.
Wow. And we nearly got. And
it's been an hour and a bit, told you.
And I wanted an escape from, not an escape, but I wanted someone to help me switch off after baby was in bed and work was done. And then I got into painting, and then it kind of went from there. And you're right, it is a great creative outlet. Green Tree, enjoy the hobby more and more as I improve. You will. And I think we can all help each other improve together, Green Tree. James Gilray, when I'm down for the league finale, if you guys want to meet up, let us know. Always, dude.
In Chester. Yeah, we'll try and make that happen. We need to have a look at the dates and see what we've got on. December's like really busy. Really busy. We've got Throne of Schools.
You've got Throne of Schools.
I've got Throne of Schools, and then I've got like this UK Lapland thing with the kids at some point in December.
Oh, of course. And
then I think they've only got one free weekend, so if it lands on that weekend, we might be alright.
We'll make it happen, I'm sure.
We'll see how it goes. We might just go for the one day. If I can, get down for the one day, we'll be alright. But I think we're just over 2 hours, so we're going to call it there. So thanks again, guys. We really, really appreciate you watching. And, if we can get a bit of chat going in the group following on from this, carrying on the conversations that you're having, that'd be great. If you can share this is going to be fortnightly, so we'll see you again in 2 weeks at 7 o'clock. But I think that is good night from me.
Yeah, and me too. Don't forget, guys, the chat can continue 24/7 over in the Top Table Gaming Community Facebook page. And do us a favour, if you thought this was any good or future episodes are going to be good, share it in your gaming communities. Let's try and make this a huge resource for gamers and get people in and get people involved, because we've enjoyed doing this and I hope you've enjoyed watching. Make sure you're in the YouTube, make sure you're following us, guys.
Share it, share everything.
Episode 1 is in the can. See you later, guys.
Thanks, guys. Bye.